no bad government in Nigeria. Nigeria what? The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria what? Yo! No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. For the poor. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what media? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Niger what media? Voice for the voiceless. Niger watch media. Voice for the voiceless. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Niger watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and he recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Niger what you.
All right, guys. This is a very, very serious broadcast, or rather, a video concerning Senator Natasha versus the Senate President number 3 man in Nigeria, Godswill Akpabio. Now, the Senate have responded to the appearance of Senator Natasha at the UN, United Nations. You know, complaining of a dismissal, or rather of a suspension, of not treating a complaint of sexual harassment and all that blah blah blah, which you and I know we have presented to you already. But this particular response from the Senate, you have to have your pen. In fact, pause this video right now if you know say you never get your pen and paper. If not, the basic English and ethics and bullet pointing there will confuse you. You might fly away with the misinformation or fly away with the truth. It depends. So if you don't get it right, you might blame this woman that want to speak to you right now, or you might blame Natasha for anything. So get your pen and your paper. As she dey talk, the bullet point and down. Me myself, I will get my pen and my paper. I will come back again after I don't listen to this video. Come let you know, say, see waiting this woman talk. The person wey go date this video, I want you to get her name right. Her name is Honorable Kafilat Obara. She's the one that made this statement. The video one I want to watch. So Honorable Kafilat Obara from the Senate. Please listen to her.
Been mandated by the Nigerian National Assembly to present a response to Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan's speech delivered yesterday at the 69th session of the United Nations Commission on the Status of Women. In response to the call by the President of the Interparliamentary Union, IPU Right Honorable Tulia Axen, to hear both sides of the matter, I have received a letter from the Nigerian Senate in my capacity as the chairman of the House Committee on Women Affairs and Social Development of our Parliament in Nigeria, and the parliamentarian representing Nigeria at this conference. In the spirit of transparency and fairness, I now wish to read this letter from the Senate in its entirety, and it is crucial that all perspectives are heard and that all aspects of the situation are duly considered. And the next voice you'll be hearing from here will be the voice of the Senate leader of the Senate, Senator Opeyemi Bamidele, CON, the leader of the Senate, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan was suspended for gross misconduct and unruly behavior, and not as a result of allegation of sexual harassment or assault. The authority of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria firmly rebukes the deliberate misinformation and false narratives being circulated by certain media organizations regarding the six-month suspension of Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan. Let it be unequivocally stated that Senator Uduaghan was suspended solely for a persistent act of misconduct, blatant disregard for the provisions of the Senate Standing Orders 2023 as amended, and gross indiscipline, nothing more, nothing less. This is still the voice of the leader of the Senate. It has come to the attention of the Senate that some media reports are attempting to falsely suggest that Senator Uduaghan's suspension was due to allegations of sexual harassment. This is completely untrue, misleading, and a calculated attempt to distort the facts. If Senator Uduaghan had strictly followed our guiding principles, the Senate would have treated her petition based on merit in line with its practice, but she never obeyed the established practices of the institution where she was serving. The facts of the suspension. This is still the voice of the Senate leader. Senator Uduaghan's suspension was a decision of the Committee of the whole Senate, following the submission of a report by the chairman of the Senate Committee on Ethics and Privileges. The report found her guilty of violating sections 6.1 and 6.2 of the Senate rules and recommended her immediate suspension. The disciplinary action was a response to her repeated violations of legislative decorum, including 1. Refusing to sit in her assigned seat during plenary on the 25th February 2025, despite multiple pleas from the leadership and other ranking senators, an act of open defiance and disorderly conduct. 2. Speaking without being recognized by the presiding officer in clear violation of parliamentary practices and procedures on the 25th February 2025. 3. Engaging in unruly and disruptive behavior, obstructing the orderly conduct of Senate proceedings. 4. Making abusive and disrespectful remarks against the leadership of the Senate. 5. Defying and refusing to comply with the summons of the Senate Committee on Ethics and Privileges mandated to investigate cases of misconduct. These actions represented a direct challenge to the authority of the Senate and a violation of the Senate Standing Orders 2023 as amended, that govern the business of the Senate and the conduct of its members. The disciplinary measure was therefore necessary and justified to restore order and uphold the integrity of the Senate of the country's foremost democratic institution. This is still the voice of the leader of the Senate. On the petition and allegations, contrary to the false claims being circulated, Senator Uduaghan was not suspended for making any sexual harassment or for submitting a petition. Her petition was rightfully discountenanced because it failed to meet the clear and established procedural requirements for submitting petitions to the Senate. The rules of the Senate apply to all members without exception, and no petition, regardless of its subject, can be considered if it does not follow due process. To suggest that a suspension was linked to a petition is not only a distortion of facts, but an intentional and malicious attempt to mislead the public. This is still the voice of the leader of the Senate. Condemnation of misleading media reports. The Senate strongly condemns the irresponsible and unethical reporting by some media organizations that have deliberately twisted the facts to suit a false narrative. This coordinated misinformation campaign is nothing more than an attempt to politicize a disciplinary action that was strictly based on clear violations of Senate Standing Orders 2023 as amended. It is reckless, misleading, and a disservice to the people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the whole world who deserve truthful and factual reporting. We therefore urge all foreign correspondents and responsible media houses to correct these misrepresentations and avoid propagating falsehoods that undermine the integrity of Nigeria's legislative process. This is still the voice of the leader of the Senate. Conclusion. The Senate remains committed to upholding discipline, order, and parliamentary ethics. No senator, I repeat, no senator, regardless of status, gender, or political affiliation, is above the rules of the Senate. Senator Uduaghan's suspension was a direct consequence of her actions and nothing else. We urge the public and the media to disregard any false reports suggesting otherwise and to always seek the truth before spreading politically motivated narratives. Signed, Senator Bamidele Okpeyemi, CON, Leader of the Senate, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
All right. And I know say I tell that I'm going to carry on a pen and paper. Me, I don't carry my own. It's very, very important. We have to take this well so that you can understand where we are coming from. Then, according to what they are talking about right now, the violation and everything. So I would like us to take it from here. You know, according to her, in section 61.6.1 and 6.2, that Senator Natasha break. You break up, you understand? That's fine. Then we move on. She said on the 25th of February, she refused to sit on her own seat. Remember, when a child begins to behave, or rather misbehave, you know this child has been asking for something that the parents refuse to listen to. It's just like Nigerians. We have been calling our government to do the right thing for a while. We have been calling our government to listen to our plight. We have been calling our government, telling them how pained we are, no food, hunger, everything, insecurity. But they have never one day listened to us. Maybe tomorrow, now Nigerians now decided to do one or two things that is against the law. Will you not start reading all these things? No, because you have not treated the plight of the people. The plight of Natasha Akpoti is the sexual harassment. And that plight, or rather, a complaint consign, was thrown out. But I would like us to move on. Engaging in unruly and destructive behavior, obstructing the conduct of the Senate proceeding. Then she went on. Making abusive and disrespectful remarks against the leadership of the Senate. She went on. defiling and refusing to comply with the summons of the Senate Committee on Ethics and Privileges mandated to investigate cases of misconduct. You know, then on that one I go hold on first. Now, she disrespected the Ethics and Privileges Committee because they want to investigate a misconduct, which is fine. You can penalize her for any wrongdoings. How come the same Ethics and Privileges did not investigate the sexual harassment? That went wrong. This behavior is a violation of the Senate Orders of 2023 Acts. No petition, regardless of the subject, will be considered if this attitude is portrayed. Una the film, you see, according to everything where this woman talks, few women bullet points. Now they are focusing on the rules. She break the rules, the section 6.1 and 6.2, you know, blah 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 and all that blah blah blah. Yes, I agree. She break the rules. She has been suspended. During this time, she's serving a suspension. As any investigation raised concerning the sexual harassment, the best, or as far as I know, that question is a no. In every other countries that works, sexual harassment is a big subject that must be treated with a matter of urgency. Now, suspending her, according to what you guys are saying, some media are misleading the public and all that, sanctions could be passed and all that. There's nothing like, although there might be some media that is doing that, but like us, let me speak about Nigeria Watch. We can never and ever mislead anybody. As we see them, that's what we talk about. My concern is, right from day one, I said that if you want to penalize her, it's not my issue, it's not my concern. While she's on a suspension, investigation of the sexual harassment should be ongoing. Godswill Akpabio, the Senate President, the number 3 man of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, should step aside while the investigation is going on. Is that misleading? It can never be misleading. This is the problem we are facing right now. Because at the end of the day, you've penalized her for her wrongdoings, breaking rules inside the Senate. That one not your concern me. Penalize her. What happened? Also, are you telling me, for example, she will finish serving a whole 6 months before you now open a book waiting concern the sexual harassment? That means the sexual harassment doesn't make any sense to anybody inside the Senate. If it doesn't, it makes sense to a lot of concerned Nigerians. The sexual harassment should be treated with a matter of urgency. Why all the rules that Senator Natasha breaks inside the Senate, she should be penalized for it. For example, she's facing a penalization right now, and the investigation of the sexual harassment is going on, and we've heard that the Senate President has been stepped aside while investigation is going on. Me, myself, I don't go quarrel. Right? But meanwhile, just at day 2, they went to engage the street yesterday. I'm proud of this woman and her team. I want you guys to watch this and listen to what she has to say.
Nigerian women! Natasha, we are Natasha! Praise Nigerian women! I am Natasha, we are Natasha! Praise Nigerian women! I am Natasha, we are Natasha! Praise...
Why are you on the streets? Because what we are seeing is very massive from women in Lagos State.
We are out today in Lagos State because we have a will as women and mothers. And that will is the legacy that our children have to inherit. A society where nobody would, because of power, connection, affiliation, pedigree, or political connections, intimidate with women. It is not about Natasha Akpoti. It's about agenda. It's the fact that we women should be given an opportunity to speak our pain, investigate our pain, find us guilty, whether we are right or wrong, if we take advantage of the weapon that we have as women, punish us, discipline us, banish us. If you find out that women are using their feminine version as instruments against men, deal with us. We stand to be corrected. We stand to be set right.
Yes.
In a situation where a woman comes out to talk about her experience, and the next thing is to abuse power, is to abuse connection, is to silence her voice, we will not take it.
Matter! Women voice matter! Women voice matter! Women voice matter!
Unfortunately for the Senate President and those in affiliation of power, we are still in the mood and the spirit of celebrating International Women's Day.
Yes!
And then you throw a stray bullet at us. We are trying to heal from our shame. Over the years, people have made us understand that we cannot conquer this battle. It is obvious that we are ashamed of what we are going through as women. But sitting down, we realize that the victory of breaking the jinx and the fear is more than the fear that we have endured all these years. Today we are out to submit a letter to people in power. The governor, the deputy governor, the speaker of Lagos State, everybody in power, we have a letter for you. Today we have come out in units, but with one spirit and one voice. It could be you tomorrow, and we will stand up for you.
Yes.
Our young girls have been molested and sexually abused on a daily.
Yes.
Our women have to go through what they are not supposed to go through just to attain power.
Yes.
We are born queens, but we became lionesses on the streets.
Yes.
Our children will not become lionesses.
Amen.
We are going to pave a way for them so that they can become queens who ascend thrones with dignity.
Yes. That's right.
We don't have anywhere to go. Because when we get home, we will be ashamed to say we came back conquered. So we're on the street here because we want everyone in power, every man who thinks he's strong, to know that behind every successful man, there is a woman.
Yes. Yes, woman.
And the downfall of any man definitely is what he cannot control. We have control over our strength, and we know when it's right to exercise it.
Yes.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, we have a letter for you for the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Mr. Mudashiru Obasa, the Speaker of Lagos State, Your Honor, we have a letter for you for the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The Deputy Governor sent somebody to take this letter, read it to heart, and not to the gallery, because we need action.
Yes.
If we have to come back here, then we will have to take over the whole of the state, and then we are on the streets until our voice is heard. And to you, Senator Akpabio, Natasha, sit down for you and we did Lagos.
Yes, sir.
Natasha, sit down for you and then the American.
Yes, sir.
Natasha, sit down for Lagos. Sit down for you and Abuja people there, Abuja.
Yes, sir.
Women mount everywhere, no women mount this time around.
Yes, sir.
We know they play, no problem.
Yes, sir.
How long? For how long will women never be heard? What is our offense? That our voice does not deserve to be heard. What have we done for you people to see us as homemakers, but we don't have space in government? Where decisions are made, we don't have space. But where pains are being monitored, tolerated, controlled, and managed, you tell us, I have you, I have everything. But when it comes to places where decisions are made, you see that we are weak. Fellow men, we are not weak. Akpabio, we are not weak. I want to implore you to reverse the action that the team you people call the assembly has taken, because it seems to us like it's a cult. You cannot leave Natasha to fight this battle. Natasha is not standing alone. We are standing with her because she his agenda.
Yes, What's your name for the record?
Excuse me. For the record,
Your name.
we are women.
That's right. We are Natasha.
Great Nigerian women! We are Natasha!
Where's he from?
We are Natasha.
I don't have a name.
Where
you from? I don't have a name.
Una see wetin just Adetu talk. This woman, she has been doing excellently well. She's a voice for the voiceless, most especially when it concerns women and children. This woman, she's always there, you know, putting herself right there. And I like people like this. I like citizens like this. I respect her a lot, and I follow her on all her social media platforms. I want to say thank you very much for putting your voice to this, because I was actually patiently waiting for you to speak on this matter. So now, see, you don't talk put. It's very, very good. Now, to come back to the Senate, you guys have responded to the plight for the expression of Senator Natasha at the UN. That's fine. But now, you cannot come out and be threatening Nigerians indirectly. What you are saying, everything you were reading there, madam, yeah, that is fine. I agree with you. My concern now is say, when will you guys start to investigate the sexual harassment? That's a big question mark. The penalization for Senator Natasha is not my problem. The sexual harassment, start the investigation so that Senator Natasha can bring her evidence. If investigation have not started, people are saying, bring out your evidence, bring out your evidence. How can somebody bring out evidence when the investigation have not started? Not the true investigation that they ask, say, okay, submit your evidence. I mean, you people don't know the meaning of investigation. I'll leave it like this. Put it on the comment section. What's your own take on this matter? Thank you very much. This is Nigerian Watch Media. We are live every day, 7 p.m. Nigerian time on our live broadcast. If you want to join us to interact live, always join us by 7 p.m. every day. Subscribe to our channel and like our videos. Take care and bye for now.
Nothing that can remove Fubara. If that's what is pinching him, getting him frustrated, he should be ready to get more frustrated. That budget, when they finish running, they will receive the budget. At least the whole world have seen that Fubara has implemented the judgment of the Supreme Court. The council chairmen are gone. Election dates have been fixed. Budget is ready. Presentation, the governor has gone after writing the House of Assembly. House of Assembly ran under the bed in their quarters because a master called them from Abuja. And you think the state will continue to wait for you? People of Rivers will continue to wait for you on this insult with those lawmakers? No. The state and the people are taking note. And there will be political consequences for this decision to go to the extent of wanting to bring down your own state, starve the people, and create anarchy. So we have complied on the issue of local government. They are now trying to obstruct the election. But I want to tell Rivers people, continue your lobbying for the election, continue your consultation, continue your campaign. The election will hold on August 9th as spelled out. They can run again and obtain midnight injunctions. But the election will hold because that's what Supreme Court asked for. That is what they went to Supreme Court to ask. And now all the relevant notices have been issued. But like I told you, they all want anarchy. Now they don't want the election again. So I want to allow the public and Rivers people to be vigilant again. We did it before. You people did it before. You can do it again. These people have shown they hate you. They want you to starve to death. They want you to die. Those lawmakers, because their paymaster does not want peace, wants anarchy. There cannot be vacuum in democracy and leadership. The state will continue to run and run democratically. So the election will hold. But it's important to alert you that they are running again to the court, looking for injunction to stop a legitimate process that the Supreme Court have ordered. They are running around in their quarters, in their hideout, to amend the local government law in the middle of the election to tell former chairman who left years back to jump through the window to be local government chairman. In which council would they ever enter?
When this fight starts, now the way the governor they handle this thing, I make even see the Supreme Court judgment. Because they are watching the reaction of the governor. And they have noticed that he's a peaceful man. That is why that Supreme Court make sure they talk that nonsense when they even talk. Pass that useless judgment when they pass. Because Fubara, they're very, very quiet. And they'll see say nothing will happen. And Fubara is still keeping quiet.
So what do you anticipate? What do you think will be the outcome?
If they refuse to honor that invitation of the governor, make we take action. Anything that they find, make them see. Nothing will happen.
Make I tell one thing. The only thing that make Nigeria system different, and all their readers different because they know they wear military clothes. I didn't mean that they wear military because that is a military regime we're into. Not like democracy in Nigeria. That democracy will die years ago and bury it. Even when they bury democracy in Nigeria, nobody will find where they bury them. Now, the only differentiation them is that they wear military clothes to give order. They wear their order is military. Okay, look at it. 24 hours, 48 hours order. Now military. Lawmaker giving governor of the state 48 hours. Now, Senate did not even give the woman, Natasha, fair hearing. They passed order, give and suspend her 6 months. Imagine that kind of order. Now, military feel give that such order because they know they wear military clothes. So, Nigeria as it stands now.
It's not a democracy.
Now, giving their verdict, they have to allow the governor to sit down, go through his budget again, and represent at his will, at his confidence. They are not going to give him ultimatum. Why would they give him ultimatum?
So today, what do you think will happen today? The governor meeting, the pro-Wike lawmaker?
I've been on earth forever and ever. My suggestion, they should allow the man to give River State peace, not just him. If he goes out from that office today, he's not a poor man. But the thing will affect people around River State and also affect non-indigenous and that resident in this state. So that's what we are saying. It's not just the laws. When the judgment was given, he said they should go and study the judgment. So I believe that he will not give 100% of what they judge. He's a human being.
Today is the ultimatum, like I said, for the Attorney General.
The other one will not.
To appear.
That one will not.
To reset chairman, the River State Electoral Act. To
officer to appear before them. Those ones cannot work. Those things are not included in the Supreme Court judgment. What was included in the Supreme Court judgment is that they should be brought back to the House and function proper as House of Assembly members. And the local government, which Fubara have already done that. And Fubara have invited them today. If they like, they refuse to come, no problem. Anything that those people, anything matches Ameoli and Wike, they look for, they go get them. If they don't take their time, if they won't make this state bonfire, the state go bonfire. If they don't respect themselves, then Fisher then be on top, then Fisher and Sabi to play the game where they know Sabi. Because Wike, they believe staying Sabi to manipulate system of the court, and then they use the system, they fight our governor here. Anything where Wike, they fight, Wike go see him. If they don't honor that invitation when he give them today, that they should come, so that they will discuss how the state will move forward, and they are trying to put Wike agenda first before River State, then they will have problem.
Federal Capital Territory FCT Nyesom Wike yesterday scoffed at threats of consequences over purported plans to impeach River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara, saying the sky is not going to fall if he is impeached. Wike's comments came after the River State House of Assembly, led by Martins Amewule, yesterday denied Fubara access to the Assembly premises for a representation of the 2025 appropriation bill, which was ordered by the Supreme Court.
This ministerial briefing in Abuja by the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike on issues affecting governance in the Federal Capital Territory and local politics in River State. He's quick to address the current political challenges in his home state. Wike threw his full weight behind the Martin Amewule-led River State House of Assembly members over their refusal to allow Governor Sim Fubara to present afresh the 2025 budget in line with the Supreme Court judgment.
If the legislature says, we are going on recess for the interest of the state, if you can present the budget with you for them, because we are living on recess, have they not done well? All you would have done as a sincere person is to say, look, no, it's too urgent for me. Can you people shift your recess? Give me 1 week. That's how people do things. You don't just come out, hey, why should I give up to me? Who the hell are you? No, listen. Who the hell are you? The governor is not sincere.
The Rivers political godfather also says he's willing to give full backing to any impeachment attempt at ousting Governor Sim Fubara for alleged constitutional breaches, noting that impeaching Fubara is not a criminal offense.
But will you support an impeachment?
If you have committed an offense to be impeached, what is wrong? Is it a criminal offense? It's provided in the Constitution. You can't just wait till 2027 to vote him out.
Am I a member of the assembly? The point I'm making, if you have committed an infraction of the constitution and the assembly deems it fit to say you should be impeached, let me tell you, politics is not played just like this. Is it the first person that people have threatened about impeachment? Don't you know what to do? What is all this good about you?
He also tackled Ijaw leaders and ex-militants threatening to blow oil pipelines if the governor is impeached. And for those political leaders in Rivers State backing the embattled governor Fubara, Wike has this to say.
All of us know ourselves. You make an appointment of MD of NDC, they threaten, they blow pipeline. You make an appointment here, they threaten, they blow pipeline. What kind of country are we in? As a sitting president, you threaten me that if you follow what the court said, I will blow up everywhere. Let the whole place be blown off.
All right, let the whole place be blown off. You see, my people, I agree to my people, man. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. We are going to continue with this. We will never finish at all. But this part, that part, so I want to make a talk put. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Thank you very much for your time with us. Good evening to you all. Today is Thursday, 13th March, 2025. Mother for Mommy Diaspora, good evening to you, Mommy. Thank you very much for all that you do. We appreciate you always. Thanks for being there all the time. Atayo, I can see you, Dixon, Dagba, Dewale, James. Thank you very much, my wonderful people. God bless you all. I have Christian CXL right there. Upright TV, thank you. Tombra TV, it's good to have you on the show today. Madam Penguin Modi, good evening to you, man. Saga Daddy, thank you very much. Amaka E, James Omen, thank you very much. And get Ahmed. Madam Ahmed Bright in the building today. Areze Chukuma, good evening, good evening, good evening, my people. Blessed lady, God bless you all. I appreciate you all. Do your part, press on the like button, help us to share. Someone can buy me a coffee. If you can, the dollar sign is just right there on the comment section. Then I have more people right there. Emma, thank you very much. Good to have you on the show. Mike Akambari, my brother, good evening to you. Wisdom Lucky, thank you. Sagbovo Pongai, thank you very much. Good evening, good evening. Alarawanju, Adioso, I can see you. Austin Praise, Tello, I can see you all. Labi Pesoyami, good evening to you, man. Thanks for joining us today. Georgia Fosak, I can see you. Stella Masawe, the building. See my people. Una plenty today, not be small. Good evening to every one of you, my people. Kiss the Giraki, thank you, thank you. Rosie, yours in the building. Thank you, Luciano. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my people. God bless you all. Emma, Uma, thank you very much. Good evening to you. Then we have who is right there? Jacko Kenneth. I can see you in the building. Thank you very much for joining us. And we have who again? Emmanuel Shooks is right there with us. Prince Aka is with us. And Sage Odiase is right there. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my people. God bless you all. I believe I might have missed one or two names, but in case it happens, it's not intentional, as far as you're saying, Rich. But I want to let you know that I appreciate you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thank you so much, Mama Esho. We miss you. We are looking forward to hearing from you, especially on this matter of Natasha. Please try to put your voice to it before it dies down. My love of God is my strength. We have not heard from you as well. We're looking forward to hearing from you. When you guys take a break like this, I don't like reaching out privately on time. So I try to give you time to relax, to rest. Yes, before reaching out privately. I appreciate every one of you, my people. God bless you now. Yeah, we are back here again. As you know, we are here every day, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. 365 days in a year. By God's grace, we are here. So always join us. It's a collective effort. Let us continue to put our voices out there to see how Nigeria can be better in our time. Yeah, I've got a first super chat already from Stella Masavedo. Thank you very much, man. God bless you. I'm very, very, very grateful for this. Your pocket never, ever, ever run dry. Thank you for all that you do, all you've been doing. I'm always, always grateful. God bless you all, my people. I'd like us to talk on that word. If everywhere want to scatter, make it scatter. FCT minister, and I talk that one so. Yes, so wicked. Our government to see us finish. Now only Nigeria, I know, say government, they see citizens, they'll see the finish anyhow. For UK, we me for grow. Government, they respect the citizens. Nigeria, Government, you're serious finish anyhow. You're talking. In fact, when they are talking, they don't even listen to themselves. You know why? Even though they not later listen to themselves after the auditorium or the gaji or whatever, they normally say, I beg you, no matter. Because they don't have any regards for us. If everywhere want to blow, make it blow. That is a statement from Nyesom Wike. They see the FCT minister. What a shame. Then we'll have one or two persons coming here to insult us that we are speaking truth to power. And many of you who insult us, you are coward. Yeah, you are coward. Maybe you are in one place in abroad, hiding yourself. If you even join any panel, you hide yourself, hide your face. You'll be insulting the people that are putting their voices, their life, their face out there. We did Nigeria. Now Nigeria, now we did. In case you're not aware, since 2016, we've been spending more time in Nigeria than every other places. Yes, those of us that have family, sometimes our family visit Nigeria more than 3-4 times in a year. You are a coward. You can't do it. That's why you are a coward. 2 people were blocked today on a video that I submitted this morning because of kind of statement that you left there. We blocked you on the earth and in heaven because we don't want to hear from you ever again. Not that we don't allow people to express their opinionism on this platform, but when you choose to embrace the satanism that is affecting us or that will be affecting us since Nigeria was created, then you'll be blocked on earth and in heaven. In case you want to express your satanism on any of the satanic platforms, we have some of them on social media, maybe probably on YouTube as well. You can join them. On that place, they support satanism. But you come into my platform to try to belittle our intelligence, you know, it's not possible. That's why you see Nigeria Watch, you can't come here to lie on the screen. Even before me tackle you, my panelists, they don't tackle you. People like Black Panther, Mr. Jonathan, Ogasiem, and many others, they go tackle you. They'll wrestle you to your village. Because you can't lie here. We don't lie here. We only say it how it is. Even me myself, if I lie, my own Nigeria Watch family people will be the first to call me out. Although we are not perfect, but they will call you out. See you alive. See you now. Government they threaten you anyhow. UK when me grow, my government never threatened me for there one day. Then they pet us. If they want pass rules, they will first pet us first. We can't go through debates. Later they not go win. The people go win. You ever see anywhere where people they win for Nigeria? Say people win. Let's continue to listen to this man.
I win. As a sitting president, you threaten me that if you follow what the court said, I will blow up everywhere. Let the whole place be blown off.
The political crisis in Rivers State has taken a new dimension following a Supreme Court judgment that affirmed the membership of the 27 pro-Wike House of Assembly members and nullified the local government election conducted last year.
Well, the saga continues, is what some may say. Rufai, your take on this? I know we delved into this a little bit yesterday as well.
A couple of things, like I said yesterday. Impeachment is on the cards. After this press conference with Wike, I'm now very sure, because Wike's words, not my words, nothing will happen if impeachment is done. He even went further to say those that are threatening and saying all sorts. He said, what's the big deal about it? Then he went and attacked or sounded off on the comments made of the people of the Ijo extraction. You see, that Ijo conundrum was easier for Wike than when he wanted to play the politics of governance in Rivers. He played the Ijo card with Fubara. Today, the same Ijo people are talking. He's saying, is it only them? Is it only them? So that's to show you, when this Babasokwe crazy politics starts, and Babasokwe crazy is my coinage for government of the Godfather, it's always about their own interest. Today, the Ijo people that Wike is pushing back on, and the likes of Pandev, this was the same card he played when he was about to bring Fubara in. The fact that, oh, it's going to be the first Ijo person. So, like Dele Farotimi says, don't die in their war. Then the drama of what happened yesterday. Alagbo George, the spokesperson of the Rivers State House of Assembly, said, oh, Fubara is the issue. They had sent him a request to come all this while. He rebuffed them. Now he's coming for drama's sake. Is that why they should close the gate against the governor? All of a sudden, Mr. Wike is holding the ace in this fight. He's now saying, respect the rule of law. But you see, the truth is, Mr. Wike cannot do this without President Tinubu. The buck will stop at the door of the president. Just like it has now showed with the meeting of the Lagos lawmakers yesterday with the president, that everything that happened in Lagos, he knew about it. But the question I keep asking is, you keep emboldening this Mr. Wike. Hope you will not complain when he wants to challenge you with that power you embolden him with. Because we have seen the rise and fall of godfathers. And we also forget that godfathers have godfathers. So we should be careful. It's already on the card. I don't know how Fubara is going to be able to get out of this. It's his fight to fight. Will he be able to fight till the end? I don't know. But with that indication of if he's impeached, what will happen? Heaven will not fall. It's an indication that that might be on the cards. So the drama in Rivers have continued, being aided by Godfather and Babasope Kresi. But the godfather that is aiding a godfather should remember that at some point, godfathers will also fight. Maybe God the Father will settle them.
Okay, first, the timeline of the conflict in Rivers State, which has now become a house of war and an affliction on Nigeria. Now, as we know, former Governor Wike, now Minister Wike, insisted that he brought Simbara to be governor. That in itself is a comment on the status of Nigeria's democracy, on the integrity of democracy in Nigeria, that people will have the confidence publicly to say, I installed this person, I did. Wike has said many times that he financed it. Fubara did not spend any money to become president. To the extent that we're still in 2027, many years after the return to civilian rule in 1999, that godfathers will still say that I put you there and I will tell you what to do there. It's an assault on the choice of the people, on the freedom of the people to choose their own leaders. That's number one. And Wike has been very insistent on this fact. And that is the foundation for the claims that he makes to Rivers State. Number two is that we have seen a situation like this before in the past, when they had the wild, wild west. It was also about conflict among godfathers and even the intervention of the federal government supporting one party against the other. And the West, you had that blowout. There's a script called The Blowout, focusing on that particular issue. Now, I think that it will be very unfortunate if Nigeria repeats that ugly history and you have a second blowout coming from the South-South from Rivers State, because it will seem to me that the objective practical conditions that we have seen in Rivers State will seem to be very similar to the kind of blowout that we experienced in the Wild Wild West in the First Republic. And that means that President Tinubu's work in terms of how he has intervened in Rivers State is not finished. He has to make sure that there is not a blowout from that region on his head, creating problems for the greater Nigerian polity. What is the third point? Now let's go to the details. Now, as part of this crisis, the president intervened the first time Then again, the crisis persisted, and then the parties went to court. Then the Supreme Court gave its ruling and said that, Governor Fubara should, follow certain conditions. And yesterday, Governor Fubara, coming from the meeting with the president and other stakeholders, governors and, other stakeholders who went for iftar with the president of Nigeria, decided to go to the State House of Assembly to present the budget afresh, as had been directed by the Supreme Court. But he met a blocked gate. He was refused entry. And he had said that he had sent a letter asking for a meeting, which was rebuffed. He was also denied entry yesterday. Now, what this means is that despite the president's intervention, second notable intervention, there is an escalation of the crisis in Rivers State, which makes it even more clear that we are going to still have more in terms of conflict and disruption to deal with in that state. Now to the other issues. Now, Wike, Wike, who has constituted himself into the ultimate godfather of Rivers State, had a television interview yesterday where he showed very clearly that the war has not ended. In fact, that the jungle has now finally matured in Rivers State.
Now, just imagine this scenario. The chief security officer of a state, in this case the governor of Rivers State, Sim Fubara, deliberately locked out of the State House of Assembly by security staff. How belittling is that? They might as well have put up a sign at the gate saying, "No access for Governor Sim Fubara." That was the kind of monstrous drama that unfolded in Port Harcourt earlier today. The governor said he wrote to the lawmakers, informing them of his intention to come and present the budget as ordered by the Supreme Court and by the Assembly members themselves. He said he even telephoned the Speaker, Martin Zamewole, though it's not clear if he answered his phone. In any case, the governor turned up with sirens blaring, but the gates were securely locked in his face. Recall that 24 hours earlier, the governor had invited the Assembly members to a meeting, but they didn't show. And now there are stories flying around, which the governor's political enemy, the Minister of Abuja, Nyesom Wike, has done nothing to dispel, suggesting that impeachment proceedings against the governor are in the works. But the governor's supporters aren't having it. No power can remove the governor, they say, until his constitutionally allotted time ends. So, what now and what next? Well, for his assessment, I'm joined now in the studio by the APC governorship candidate in the 2023 election, Tonya Cole. Good to see you again.
Always good to see you, Charles.
Before we get into the mess of Rivers State, I understand you've been living it up, climbing Mount Kilimanjaro.
We had challenges to overcome, and that was one that I needed to overcome, because the mountains called Nigeria and Rivers State, we have to overcome.
Well, that's a good way to put it, actually, because I was going to say that if you can climb Mount Kilimanjaro, then the crisis in Rivers State could well end up being a piece of cake.
Everything is a mountain, and everything needs to be conquered, this inclusive.
Well, let's talk about that, because the governor turns up at the Assembly quarters today, and they locked him out, claiming he didn't inform them beforehand, even though he said he did. I mean, how extraordinary is all that?
Charles, I'm looking forward to the day when we would be called to come and discuss progress in Rivers State, how Rivers State has turned into an economic mecca and everyone is coming and businesses are coming. What you are seeing today is pure power play. And at the end of the day, the people suffer, Rivers State suffers. We're not going to get any investment coming into Rivers State at this point. So the governor being locked out is purely a statement being made to him that you may have the title of governor, but you don't govern the state. the power has shifted. And that's what's being said loudly and clearly. And I don't think it's good. It doesn't portend well for us.
Indeed. And it doesn't look good at all from the point of view of a country that is trying to entrench democracy. It seems to undermine it fundamentally. But let's try and look at it as objectively as we can, because that's what we're supposed to do here. I mean, could it be seen, and there's an argument being made to that effect, as a breach of legislative procedure by the executive? Because basically it would have meant suspending the rules of the House to admit him into the chamber, which would have required some form of process.
I don't think so. Because at the end of the day, I believe that he had been ordered, more or less, to come and make a presentation of a budget within a particular point in time. Now, there was a letter that was written by the secretary to the state government, which they said should not have been written by him or signed by him or whatever. In every government where there is peace between the legislature and the executive, you don't see any of this. What we have here is a full-scale, full-blown declaration of war on both sides. No quarters given. And that's what we're saying. And people will bleed for that.
So it is your sense then that even though the Assembly gave him an ultimatum to present the budget, he turns up to do so and then they lock him out, that they should have given him in the circumstances, even if it is against legislative procedure, because they didn't even have him on the order sheet of the day, they would have given him special dispensation.
So let's take what the governor says. If the governor says that I called, I wrote, and they knew I was coming, it's then the place of the legislature to put him on the order of the day. It's not the governor that will put his name on the order of the day. So someone did not do it. Now let's just assume, for the sake of assumptions, that a clerk, somebody forgot to do that, and the governor shows up. By virtue of who he is, his office, that gate should have been opened. So this was deliberate, and this was a statement. It was no one was playing games here. They were saying, you're not welcome here. You're not the governor. You will obey the rules according to how we set it, not how anyone else sets it.
Yes, I'm inclined to agree to some extent with your assessment, because I mean, we had this reporter who was inside the building, the complex, when it happened, and he said that the security people and some of the assemblymen had actually come to tell them at least 15 minutes or 20 minutes before the governor arrived. They were clearly aware that he was arriving, and that they had come to tell them to say, we're going to lock the gates. And so they proceeded to lock the gates. So the problem here that makes the situation appear intractable is that the assembly members don't seem to want to reconcile. I mean, they seem to want to fight and to defeat the governor rather than reconcile the situation, which a lot of people thought was, what everybody was aiming towards, that they'd fixed the situation. Supreme Court makes a decision, the governor says, okay, we'll obey the Supreme Court order. Let's now, proceed. And these guys don't want to do that. I mean, is that the impression that you're getting?
So the governor he does not have a choice. He has to obey and that's the way it should be. But one of the things that we see is that there has always been somehow in Nigeria this ability to choose which laws to obey, which ones not to obey, which court judgment to obey, and which one not to obey. And I think we are seeing that at play here. There are certain cases that have been made within Rivers State that have been totally ignored, and others which have to be obeyed. In this particular case, the governor has done the right thing by obeying it. Now, having obeyed it, the other side now has to do the honorable thing of allowing him, you've caned him, you've deflated him, you've won your case in court. It's time to allow the man to breathe.
I mean, do you think that, and I know this is, purely conjecture, but do you think that if you had won the governorship election, that, and sort of down the middle, are there things that the governor is doing that perhaps getting in the way of fixing this problem? Because Nyesom Wike held a media chat today, and one of the things he talked about was the fact that if you are in a political position, such as the governor is, that you must be a master of compromise, and therefore that the governor could approach members of the assembly without sort of cameras and things all over the place. For example, when they sent him a letter giving her an ultimatum to come and give the deliver the budget, he could have just said to them, I mean, approached them and said, look, it just won't be possible in the next 24 hours or 48 hours. Can we do it on this date? And kind of humanize the process. Is that something that you think that he's kind of been forced with his back against the wall?
It's a good point that the Honorable Minister has made there. Politics is all about compromise.
Indeed.
And sitting down and working something out. So on that, I would agree with him that option, if that option is on the table, can be exploited, should have been explored. If it wasn't explored, then it's a mistake and should be explored. However, the question is that, did he try to exploit and was he pushed back? I don't know.
Yeah.
I hear the minister say that he should do this. I agree. The question is, because Sim did say, the governor did say that he called to inform the speaker that he was going to call.
Yeah, but you know, what you do is nothing. How you do it is everything.
I agree.
And that really is key.
I agree.
But I mean, the other issue here, and I think somebody raised this previously, is that there does seem to be an issue, and I suppose it's just on the face of it, but it's become a talking point. There seems to be an issue with correspondence in Rivers. I mean, the Assembly writes to the governor to say, we're giving you an ultimatum to present the budget, but the governor says he didn't get it. Then the governor writes to the Assembly, inviting them to a meeting, and the Assembly says they didn't get it, and subsequently, oh, well, he didn't sign it. Some said they didn't get it, others said he didn't sign it. Then the governor turns up today saying he wrote to them, telling them he's coming, but they said they didn't get his letter. I mean, somebody mentioned this point. They said, are all the addresses of both the State House, and the Assembly all mixed up in River State? I mean, what is this a deliberate attempt?
Charles, it's very deliberate.
To slight a political opponent, basically.
So, I mean, it goes without saying, right, that everybody knows everybody. And if I wanted to get a letter across to you, I would know how to get it to you, who to get it to, and all of that. So when things like this happen, it's very deliberate. So you're seeing very, very deliberate steps to be mean, to demote, to disgrace, and just to make sure a process does not work. And I think at some point, this has to stop. If you ask me, the two warring parties, it's not those around Sim, it's not those around Wike. The two warring parties at the end of the day is His Excellency Sim Fubara and His Excellency Nyesom Wike. You ask me, pick up the phone, call each other, and figure out how does this work. Something broke. Something has to be repaired. But if the people of Rivers State are going to benefit anything at all, then those two have to reconcile.
I noticed that President Tinubu appeared to have intervened again, but seems to have spared his minister, Nyesom Wike, any chastisement or blame in this crisis, but apparently reserved all the focus for Governor Fubara. In a political crisis such as this, I mean, he's from your party, the APC. Did that come across as fair to you?
I would always say that in this kind of scenario, both parties have to give up something, okay? And where it seems as if it's only one-sided, then you will find the kind of scenario that we have where the one party will feel that I'm not giving up anything. Why am I the one to compromise? And another one is saying, no, give up everything first and let's speak. My take is that the president has taken a step to reconcile, or at least to bring an end to this, which is what we have been saying from day one, that if there's anyone at all who can bring this to an end is the president. However, the president needs to say to both parties, you're going to give up something.
Yeah, but you would have thought, sorry to interrupt you, that a crisis where it seems very clear, because you yourself have seen the clarity of it. I mean, a crisis where a past governor is trying to continue to exert enormous, almost absolute influence on River State and is essentially trying to use the executive governor as merely a proxy in that regard. You would have thought that the president would say, well, you can't do this. I mean, I don't know what he says to them behind the scenes, but he certainly is not saying that in public. And he's a defender of democracy.
True, he is a defender of democracy, and I don't know whether he has decided that River State must be solved by River State, but I don't think that River State can be solved by River State. If I were to give a suggestion, then it would be this, right? Sim Fubara has about a year and a half left, right, to run any kind of governance. The people of River State desperately need a government. Allow him stay, right? Set out the conditions for which he will stay. Maybe keep some commissioners. There has to be some give and take. He cannot be put in a situation where he's a lame duck governor from now, and all he does is sign a document. Nothing will move. It's just a mess. And of course, what you would see is that the entire jaws and all of that, if he decides that there is going to be impeached, will be a problem. So we cannot go down the impeachment line, and at the same time, you cannot go down the lame duck line.
Right.
So something has to be done. And I think this is where the president needs to then step in and say, okay, look, the only way out of this crisis is that we're going to get to 2027. When we get to 2027, this is what we're going to do, whatever it is we're going to do. However, between now and then, River State has to be governed like this. You have this, you have that. Just
right. I mean, that there is a school of thought that rather suggests that all this, from the president's point of view, has to do with 2027, that he feels, and I can't obviously predict what he thinks, but this is what is making the rounds, that he rather feels that Minister Nyesom Wike has a handle on the situation in terms of voting capacity in River State, and that he needs to have that state delivered to him in 2027, which is why he's essentially allowing this kind of, in the minds of some people, excess to continue.
I think that would be a miscalculation, and I don't think that that's true. But I think that would be a miscalculation. It's very difficult for anybody to predict the dynamics of how a state would be. Okay, and there are other political actors that are within that state that would either go for or against you. So it's not that easy. And I've run election twice in River State, and I know that at each time, the point where the election was changed was not at the ground level. So there's always a place where elections may swing away from you, and I'm using these words very carefully. But so there's a place where
you could tell a few stories there.
So there's a place where that inflection can happen. And it depends on who is in control at that point.
Yeah, but that's the point. He seems to think that Nyesom Wike is the one who pulls that straight.
That's what I'm saying. It's not that easy.
But is it your sense that Minister Wike has, for now, got the upper hand in this crisis?
Okay, guys. On that one, I will stop it for now. There's a part that I want you guys to listen to concerning the Arise Anchor. Our speech was very, very powerful. I want you guys to listen to this speech.
Close.
It pretends to protect. Oh, it's gone up.
Even get a comfortable.
1 minute, guys. Just bear with me. Let me put it on the screen. I'm trying to get the part because I want you guys to listen to this. It's very, very important. I guess it's this one. I don't know.
Creating problems from the, I don't know, an Henry Clark, more or less.
Is beware the ides of Dr. Bati. When the comment around stooping to conquer was made, you made some reference to William Shakespeare. And when I got home, to Oliver Goldsmith, sorry. And when I got home, I started reflecting, and I thought of William Shakespeare and the fact that we're in the month of March. And what they do say is, beware the Ides of March. The story of the Ides of March is quite straightforward. It's around the death of Julius Caesar. And we know Julius Caesar was killed by Brutus. This speaks volumes to the situation that we're in, that I wish somebody had spoken to the governor, Siminalayi Fubara, and told him to beware of the Ides of March, because this is the situation he has found himself in. Once a brotherly father-son relationship has now turned into a Julius Caesar-Brutus kind of relationship. Anyway, where do we go from here? What is very clear in all of this is that if you are unable to play Machiavellian politics, you will not survive in Nigeria. That is simply the long and short of it. What is Machiavellian politics? The end justifies the mean. One must amass power by any means necessary and hold on to it and ensure that under all circumstances, whether it's through the use of strength or through the use of cunning strategies, power is the ultimate goal. And this is what we're seeing, that being a gentleman, unfortunately, doesn't pay. In the words of Bobrisky, good girl no they pay, unfortunately. Sim Fubara is being a diplomat, but I hope that he can be strategic in the diplomacy that he is trying to apply with regards to maintaining his role, maintaining his seat as the executive governor of Rivers State. Now, when I looked at some of the history, I realized that only 7 governors have been impeached since 1981 in Nigeria. However, of those 7, 3 were reinstated, meaning impeachment may not be the end of the journey. Some of the conversations we need to start having around this is, what are the grounds for impeachment, and is it possible that this matter will end in court? When it ends in court, how likely is it that he will be reinstated like Rashidi Ladoja of Oyo State, Peter Obi of Anambra State, Joshua Daria of Plateau State? So this is, for me, just another chapter in this long novel that we're reading. And the question at hand is Sim Fubara going to be able to engage in the type of Machiavellian politics that is going to be required in order for him to survive until 2027? Because until by the time we start the run-up, the countdown to the 2027 election, which in all fairness has already begun, but by the time he starts fighting for the reinstatement of that seat, we know that there's another war that will begin. War, of course, I don't mean in a violent sense, but I mean in the sense that all parties are engaged in the Machiavellian strategies of doing what it means to retain power by all means necessary. It's not lost on us that Sim Fubara is being told to go and lick his wounds, in essence, be humble, and he has no choice. He has to abide by the law. However, it's very unfortunate that in the same context of this, we see a man who has become emboldened to reveal himself as the orchestrator behind this entire charade, coming to the media, speaking to journalists as if they're school children, and saying all manner of incredibly insightful things, very undiplomatic. It's just, at the end of the day, we ask ourselves, do the people of Rivers State actually matter to any of these leaders? Because the rhetoric we heard yesterday was not a rhetoric that was worried about the interests of the people. Because remember, if we start going through the process of impeachment, the process of replacing the governor and all of that, this is all time that's supposed to be used for governance that is being wasted on useless power plays. So again, all we can do here is advocate for the parties involved to sheath their swords so there can be peace, so the people of Rivers State can enjoy governance until election period, which is when hopefully, this process can reemerge. Of course, legally, he can be impeached. They have the numbers, so it's not an illegality. However, in the interest of stability, changing governors right now, impeaching a governor, is not the right indicator.
In the political crisis rocking Rivers State after the governor of the state, Sim Fubara, was denied access to the temporary legislative quarters where the Martins Amowule-led lawmakers sit. Fubara was at the premises to present the 2025 Rivers State budget as mandated by the Supreme Court judgment. While speaking at the scene, the governor said he had formally contacted the speaker and other lawmakers, but received no response. Let's take a look.
Clear, police. Clear one corner.
The gate is locked. They are not inside. All right, okay.
So there are no security men.
Nobody to open the gate.
I'm here myself this morning to comply with the Supreme Court judgment. Before my arrival, I've already made several attempts by phone call to reach the Speaker and other members. I also did a letter personally which was transmitted to the Honorable Speaker for this particular invitation. But it's unfortunate that at the gates, you can see that the place is completely sealed and there's no sign that anything is going to happen today. The reason why we're doing this, I've always said it, is the interests of our people, which is the most important thing.
All right, reactions have trailed. Let me take this one from Yomi Nuga, who actually pulled up the video where Fubara had demolished the Rivers House of Assembly complex with the caption, "You started it, you denied them access to." Then, was it about a better River State where the interest of the people is considered paramount? Well, here's that video. That was that incident. Rufai, you know you're violent. What was happening? There was a bomb there. What was going on at that time? But you see, they weren't able to sit at that time. And now this is all happening all over again. Let me take another tweet from Characteristics, who wrote to Fubara, "You weren't denied access. You simply gate crashed at the assembly quarters. Fubara, could it be that your aides are still misleading you, or you have just chosen to continue your rhetorics of misleading the general public, all to gain sympathy?" And then he pulled up a link there. Then this user wrote, this is Mark, he wrote, "I commend Governor Sim Fubara for his democratic gesture of writing to Honorable Amuwale requesting the presentation of the 2025 budget. However, in a surprising turn of events, the governor was locked out of the plenary session today. This only shows that Wike's men are not for peace." Well, in the meantime, former Rivers State Governor and Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, during a media parley on Wednesday, suggested that Governor Fubara should be impeached if found wanting, stating that impeachment is not a criminal offense. He also criticized the current state of the Rivers Assembly. Let's take a look.
Will you support an impeachment? If you have committed an offense to be impeached, what is wrong? Is it a criminal offense? It's provided in the Constitution.
You can't just wait till 2027 to vote him out.
Am I a member of the Assembly? The point I'm making, if you have committed an infraction of the Constitution and the Assembly deems it fit to say you should be impeached, let me tell you, politics is not played just like this. Is it the first person that people have threatened about impeachment? Don't you know what to do? What is all this good about you?
All right, the reactions are continuing to trail this plenary session. I mean, a lot of people have said that basically Wike has declared himself as the godfather of River State. I think I also heard you say that early this morning during the newspaper headlines. But that's the rhetoric, and that's the way he's, postulating, portraying himself at this moment. But meanwhile, we've seen an old video following these reactions, which has resurfaced online, showing Nyesom Wike accusing his predecessor, Rotimi Amechi, of abuse of power and destabilizing the River State government. Let's take a look.
Today, you can see his comments. So it is not in his place to decide. And it is that impunity, that godfatherism he wants to play. It is impunity. He will decide everything that happens. You will decide for your party. You will also decide for the entire River State. This state gave you governor for 8 years. Under this state, he became a minister. Is that the thank you give to the state for making you whom you are, for bringing you up to this level? Instead of it to see how you can have peace in your state, make your state of development. Each day you wake up is to cast aspersion on your state. That is not good. No person that has the sense will continue to do that, because I believe, what do I gain? What do I gain as a person if I destroy my state? Of what benefit is it to me?
Of what benefit? I mean, that was Vimba. You saw that. I mean, he appeared really angry at the moment, and it was the one that did that song. As they sweet us, he go they pain them. As they sweet us, he go. I mean, this was what was going on at the time, and you are here also giving the same impression that you are a godfather, and this is not what we need. The Rivers people need at this moment. Well, also during the media parley, Wike accused Bayelsa State Governor Doyo Diri of lacking character for organizing a South-South zonal political leaders meeting without inviting him and other National Assembly members. Wike suggested that Governor Diri is working in collaboration with Sim Fubara, adding that Diri once knelt before him to seek support. Let's take a look.
This Diri they are talking now, Governor Diri. You know, that's why, you know, when you put people in power, go and ask the Minister of Petroleum. He brought Governor Diri to me in Wisconsin, where I was staying. This governor you are talking now, that's why when I look at people, I say character is something you cannot buy.
Absolutely, character is something you cannot buy. Well, in May 2022, Wike visited Governor Doyo Diri at the government house in Yenagoa to seek support ahead of the People's Democratic Party's presidential Congress, where Atiku Abubakar later emerged as the party's candidate for the 2023 election. Our correspondent, Ovieteme George, covered that meeting. Let's take a look.
I formally come to hand over myself to my brother. If I fail, he's the one. If I win, he's the one. Because he should be the one taking me round everywhere. Because what would people say? What would people say if he's not the one taking me round? What would people say? The whole world knows. Rivers people know. Bayelsas know. If anything happens to me, I fail. Hold him. Hold him. And if we win, he should take it. And that is the truth of the matter. I'm not coming here to play politics. I'm coming here to tell you the simple truth and nothing but the truth. As I speak to you, the moment you make a pronouncement today, everything is over. Everything is over.
This silent never.
Just give politics.
This life.
You know, I think it was somebody that said, if you want to know the man that your mother dated before she met your father, go and do politics.
No, you don't.
If you want to know the person, go and do politics. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
When it doesn't fit the bill for them, they say things. All I just want Nyesom Wike to do is, please, he who alleges must prove. He must show us with empirical proof the picture where Doyo Diri was kneeling down for him to beg him for this power. That's just it. Secondly, see, the case of godfatherism in this country is a very long line. At some point in Oyo State, we had the likes of the Adedibu. But at some point, once Adedibu died, Molete stopped being the seat of power in Oyo State. We can even go back historically. There's been many godfathers. Dr. Bazi talked about the Wild Wild West. We remember the factionalization of the AG, Akitola and Awolowo. Godfathers will come, they will go. At some point, Wike got a lot of support because he was fighting godfathers. He too has become godfathers to Fubara.
That's it.
We have always also mooted the idea that in a case if Fubara is successful in this fight, he too will probably become, because it's the game they play. This is never about the interests of the Rivers people. Take that out. As regards that video being shown, Yes. Fubara also need to answer. Because till today, we don't know how all of a sudden the National State House of Assembly was bombed in Rivers.
Bombed.
And the next thing we heard that they are coming to demolish so that they will not be able to sit. So he also needs to answer for that. Just like we are also saying that Mr. Wike too should answer with all that he's doing with these 27 lawmakers. And you see, once people gain advantage, they use it to their own benefit. But in all of this, I'm very shocked that they are drawing us into their wahala. Because when Fubara and Wike were agreeing, we were not there.
Right.
When they were using each other, we were not there. Now it's a fight over the resource and the state in general, or the supremacy in the state. They are pulling all of us in. The last point I'll make before I leave it out is this. Like I said before, Fubara should watch it. It might be on its way to impeachment. I'm not seeing this fight ending just like that. Mr. Wike has gotten the upper hand with the courts, and a man that can get a Supreme Court judgment, Dr. Abati, like you were saying, is not that easy. Yes, I know, by the Constitution and the law, it's not that easy. But a man that has gotten a Supreme Court judgment, that the 27 lawmakers are in his hands today, when he decides to make his move at impeachment, we will all be here, we will all analyze it. By that time, if the judge chooses not to play ball, he will now see who the Godfather is in the States.
All right.
I'm not happy calling one man a Godfather in a democracy, but that's the way we have made our democracy. Except we change it, nothing will work.
I think, Bimba, you want to make a sentence about the Godfather issue.
Very,
I heard
quickly.
You. Yeah.
You know, internationally, we're seeing a case study for the laws of power playing out. Number one, with international relations, they say there's always permanent interests, but there are no permanent friends. And what we've seen there is that in full display through the timeline of Nyesom Wike's career. That's number one. Number two, on Sim Fubara's side, is they didn't teach him the law that if you're going to fight someone, you need to fight somebody to win. When you choose to pick a fight, you need to ensure that you can win, because a partial defeat, a partial victory is more dangerous than a defeat. So I think in all of this, none of them really played initially, Fubara did not play his cards right. He started so aggressively, demolishing buildings, this. And then somewhere down the line, he has seemed to have lost momentum in this fight, because this was a declaration of war, as far as I'm concerned. Now he's lost momentum, but with regards to the godfatherism and, you know, the relationships between power broking and all of that, I think it will always exist in every system. However, what Nyesom Wike is showing us is how deep it is in this particular system. And it's such it's so indicting for the people what people go through to vote every 4 years is, it's painful, it's strenuous. You hear all of the stories. Just to know that, well, somebody was handpicked and then one or two things happened and, you know, I can make you, I can break you.
Right. I mean, Dr. Martin, before I come to you, should I play this song that was being trending? I mean, basically it just came during this moment. I mean, it was last year. Fubara must obey Wike's song. Let's pull that up before I come to you, Dr. Abati. That was the song that was trending at the time when that whole incident occurred, and now it has resurfaced and the new song is in River State.
Well, it was karma.
Yes. Looks like it's time, or it's the season for political alignments, meetings here and there. But is there something in the offing, particularly as the Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 presidential election? Mr. Peter Obi is meeting with the governor of Bauchi State, Bala Mohammed, of the People's Democratic Party, at the Ramat House in Bauchi. And then you see Mr. Obi arriving for that meeting with Mr. Bala Mohammed. Well, the purpose of the visit has not been disclosed just yet, and both Mr. Obi and the governor are engaged in a closed-door discussion and expected to address journalists after they conclude their talks. But this has, of course, raised eyebrows with people questioning what may be in the offing. Is there room for some possible alliance? Well, Channels Television is at that venue, and we'll be bringing you all of the updates as they come in from that meeting between Mr. Peter Obi and Governor Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. I appreciate you. Thanks for your time with us. Do your part, press on the like button and take our voices far. We're almost done now. A link I will post there for those of you that want to contribute to this today so we can take it from here. I want to go to Edo State quickly because a Labour Party member, House of Assembly, that you and I supported to become one of the House of Assembly members, have defected, or rather decamped from Labour Party to APC in Edo State. This guy actually came to my platform sometime last year. You know, he came here, I interviewed him, and he promised left to right that he will be of good behavior and he's going to make all of us proud and do the right thing. Unfortunately, my people, this guy, he came on the 13th of March, 2023. Yes, Dr. Edosa, no, last 2 years, 13th of March 2023, Dr. Edosa came to this platform, Richard. Yeah. We interviewed him. You know, I personally interviewed him and all that. 1 or 2 questions were thrown to him. I don't want to recapitulate on his video because I don't have that time. You know, yes, he's been on Labour Party all this while, although I'm not too surprised because I've seen those of them that went to Abuja, some of the senators or rather reps who have defected out of Labour Party to either APC or whatever. But now this one is happening in Edo State is shocking. But take this.
House of Assembly with 4 members for Edo State House of Assembly with them elect under PDP and Labour Party don't join APC, the ruling party, as them talk say now the internal wahala wey dey for their former parties make them take this decision. The lawmakers talk say them go work with Governor Monday Okpegolo to help Edo State develop. The lawmakers will announce their decision on Wednesday for APC Secretariat for Ikpokpan GRA. Now 3 lawmakers from PDP will be Honorable Donald Okogbe, where they represent Akoko Edo Constituency 2, Honorable Bright Iyamu, Oriomo Constituency 2, and Honorable Sunday Ojezele, Asan South East, and Honorable Richard Edosa, where they represent Oredo West from Labour Party.
Everything that you require, everything that you have not gotten before since you joined politics.
Honorable Richard Edosa talk on behalf of the lawmakers come here and say the serious division wey dey for PDP and Labour Party from national level to state and local level no leave them any.
Okay, now the boy now be this one. So this guy came here and he promised us everything. He spent about 1 hour plus here on Naija Watch Media. I threw questions to him. I asked him, I hope you're not going to frustrate or rather disappoint. I guess you guys can still hear me because my network, I don't have anyone on the panel yet. You know, we asked him questions and all that. He said no over his dead body can never, ever disappoint everyone that supported him. But look at him today. He have boldly moved to APC. This one are people where we labor for. People where we labor for. All of them don't move, go to APC. All of them don't go. The one where they Abuja, where they all the reps, many of them don't come out. The one where never come out have become docile. They are not speaking anymore in the house. Now, the House of Assembly, the local one, they are also moving. I don't know how Tinubu they do this one. This particular boy, those are so promised me for a year for this platform. I interviewed him. He promised, if he said over his dead body, he can never move out. Maybe we hear the reason why he moved out.
For PDP and Labour Party from national level to state and local level, not leave them any option but to find new direction for politics. A contact said them believe in unity and progress, and that this belief lead them to join APC and follow Governor Okpebholo's vision for rising Edo.
At this moment, we need to also let the world know that in our various political parties, there are divisions from the national to the states. The local governments, the wards are divided. And the party that gave all of us platform to win election, unfortunately, has also given us platform to leave. We do not believe in division because a house divided against itself will never stand. We believe in a new and a rising Edo State. We believe in the vision of distinguished Senator Monday Okpebholo. And one of the reasons why we decided to take this decision is because we want to work hand in hand with our governor, distinguished Senator Monday Okpebholo, to achieve the vision he has for Edo State. We also believe in the vision of the presidency. A new hope is rising. A new Edo is rising. The most important part of light is the light that you cannot see. I want to thank every one of us here today. And we promise to work with the state governor, with the party, to be able to build a new Edo State.
The minority leader for the Edo State House of Assembly, Honorable.
All right, now what's your concern me now be that the Edosa, the particular one that I interviewed on this platform, he don't move to APC, my people. Now so we see them. All of them have gradually escaped. Peter Obi now the way now make a move because the way they go so, me not can understand the game.
Mr. Elvis.
Yes, my brother.
Invariably,
yes.
Good evening to you, sir. I greet you, sir. Invariably, in just say, say in the support Tinubu Bidato, because if you hear him talk towards the end of his comment, they are also supporting the presidency. Wow. This is wow.
My brother.
Just carry on, sir. Carry on, sir.
Now so we see more. Personally, this one you promised me for this platform. You know, I get the video, but you just know what am I bringing my platform.
I was there when it came. I was there when it came. Now, I was there when it came that day. Mr. Alex was here.
Very, very sad. Very, very sad. Anyway, even the youth yes, sir.
Why you go say they very, very sad? You know they sad now. Now the electoral law and the law of the country, now they make people feel they move.
Okay,
how they move? You cannot walk. Can't you walk with? Wait. You know they say forget. I'm talking on.
This is about character. This is about character.
Wait. See, human being. Let me tell you one thing. Character. If it's not strong, if there's nothing you can hold as your ID to strong, be on that on your stand. This political dispensation, the law guiding them will swerve you to move. That's it. Didn't they say it here that they are all for money? They are going for the money. Didn't a politician say? Didn't you listen to him on Arise? I don't know why you people. I don't know how they articulate this political dispensation. We need to understand it very well. What is making them to move is because of the laws of the country.
Okay, are you not justifying it that it's a normal thing to move or what? I don't understand you.
See, let me tell you. Let me tell you how I justified it. Let me tell you how I justified it.
Also, see, this is the issue here. I understand you are not justifying it, but all the same, you cannot put everything on the law. Forget about the law. These guys, they lack character and they lack integrity. These are what, if I may use this word, I don't know if it's a lie. You can call it like a maybe you compare to tissue paper. Worthless entity. This guy came here last year, 2 years ago. When this man here don't go sleep, he doesn't sleep. We do 24 hours on this platform sometimes. 24 hours. It's about character. These guys they don't have character.
Okay. You say character. Let me tell you. Give us a mandate. Let me say this last one. If they give you time to go sit, they vote you in for that National House of Assembly. You see the laws guiding them there. I bet you go pass one bill for 4 years. You go pass one. Tell me how you're going to function when the law is holding you on ground.
There is no law. There is no law holding anybody. There is no law holding anybody. It's about the individual.
You don't understand. You never played politics before. Have you been a politician before?
It's the individual by yourself. It's the individual.
Hold on, my brother. Give us a mandate. I support you 100%. I don't know what Black Panther is talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about. What is happening to Natasha?
Let me speak now. Let me speak, please. They speak since. What you are saying doesn't make any single sense to me. If a law is holding you, what holds your mouth from speaking? Why can't you resign and let the people know this is what is holding me or hindering me from doing my job? Because of this, I didn't come here to...
They cannot resign because they don't have character.
God bless you, David. They can resign.
Why are you?
They can resign. They are only there for the money. So they cannot resign.
Okay. Look, are you going to tell me now that on this platform now, you particularly, you know how much politicians have tried to cajole me, or rather to put me to their side?
Yes.
The last one that happened, over 60 million naira, which I have always toned down. So if I collect it, I will not be saying the system pushed me to do that, right?
Yes.
Why
can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
You will not say it's a law. It's the law that is holding you.
Wait. Let them talk finish now. Let them talk finish.
Anyway, let's go.
Naija Watch, are you a politician?
I don't know. You can't ask me questions.
You not be politician now. That one different from being a politician.
Every human being is a politician. This satanic idiot
who just moved to
Mr. God go bless him. God go bless him.
Now, talk. This satanic man where just moved now to APC was not a politician. He has never been a politician. He only took the advantage of everybody was saying, vote everybody that come under the umbrella of Labour Party. And everybody voted for hoping that he will do the right thing. And he moved now. So must you be a politician before
Okay. Has there anybody that resigned in Nigeria?
No, you cannot be saying this thing. You
Black Panther, you yourself, you are politician. You play politics every day, Black Panther. You play politics every day.
Wait. Has there anybody that have resigned in Nigerian politics?
I don't know what you are talking about.
You cannot
you
say, you cannot justify that. See, what you cannot justify it. Somebody can be the first person. What are you saying?
We have a bigger problem in our hand. We have to go through every circle. No Nigerian man go resign. Because the two are there for ground. Now money. Now they know for politics. They don't know about the people.
No, hold on, Black Panther.
The law don't know about the people.
Hold on now. If you the top person want to, you wait. Don't be jumping on people's tongue. Nobody jump on your tongue. I don't like it.
No, now your network, you they finish before they enter.
Okay, maybe it's my network. Listen, you know I'm too bigger than this for you to be coming from left and right. Your submission from beginning started by saying we shouldn't blame them. We should blame the electoral and the system. That's what you said. Now you are changing your mind by saying, "Oh, will any of them resign?" No, what happened to the person? The
system. I see they talk now.
What system? The person that is there, the time out may not talk. Say somebody that is facing oppression in the house. Why can't they speak? Why are we people always blaming the system? We have a lot of satanic citizens today in Nigeria blaming government for everything. Whereas we are the problem of ourselves. What's the system? Why can't this person say, no, even though Labour Party is not working, if he cannot work, I resign and move out. You are saying
thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Have you landed?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, now, you see Nigerian politicians, now we have to take the statistics. Why is it that when anybody, he comes with a clean mind, he goes in there, he has a very good, strong citation and strong point and strong vision. Why is it that when he goes in there, he starts perpetrating that same character we were fighting against? Why have we not seen any representation?
Invariably, you are telling me that tomorrow, if Black Panther you get to the place, you also change. That's what you are telling me. So, Mr. Elvis, you know what?
If I did it, they're going to impeach me. They're going to impeach me.
Don't forget about it. Don't forget. Mr. Elvis, what I just had him say now is that tomorrow, if you get also tomorrow, they can also
Mr. Give us a mandate. You are just fighting on the surface. You are not fighting the main cause of the problem that is making them to do that thing.
You are telling me that anyone that has a good intention, if it goes in, they'll change it.
Why is it that nobody has good intention?
So you also are telling me that if you get it tomorrow.
I'm asking you a question.
Hold on. I know you have Black Panther on Nigeria Watch. I know you have a man of character. If you now get it tomorrow, they can change you. So Mr. Elvis, let's forget about it and let's move on. Anybody can
see, all this move on without understanding where I'm coming from is going to be a problem. You will never understand Nigerian politics. Why is it that? Okay, let me ask you a question. So that you can answer it. Let me ask you a question. Don't dodge from the question. Let me ask you. Let me ask you a question. Why you say hold on? Let me ask you a question.
Anybody with good intention can get here and they will change. And I just said that you, Mr. Black Panther, also, you can get and you will change. So there's no...
I am not a politician now.
Okay, sir,
Don't tell me that. Don't use that phrase to talk to me. I'm not a politician. I ask you a question. Why is it that when any politician that has good intention goes in there, he now end up that he's not having a character? Why is it so? Answer the question.
Hold on, I can answer that question. People.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Answering that question is a straightforward thing. Because you got there, you got attracted by the satanic stolen wealth, money that belongs to the people, then you decide to turn your back on the people. Simple. It's just like
that is all of them. All of them.
It's just like me today becoming a senator in Nigeria. Automatically, I will now be sitting on top of what I've been saying for years on my platform. At least for integrity's sake, just resign. Just say, this oppression is too much, my people. Not be the way they see from outside. I cannot hold this anymore. I prefer to let go. People will sing your praises forever. Where will they carry this money they go, for Christ's sake? Where will they carry out the go?
Najawosh, you have spoken very well. You have spoken very well.
Mr. Najawosh, you are 100% right. But the only thing that will make that thing work in Nigeria today, my brother, if the law, not that we don't have the law, if they enforce the law, nobody will go and defect to another place because they know they will automatically.
It's still bound to the law.
It starts with you first. It starts with you as a person first.
See. Why is it that the right man goes there to tremble?
He didn't tell you to the law. What are you talking about?
My brother.
You put yourself on the position where you are not a politician. Let us talk on the politicians.
Nigeria is designed like this. But if our law is working, people will begin to do things in the right way.
Stop it there, Mr. Labo, please.
People they go prison, they're going to do them.
Please.
Mr.
One law. What does law got to do with your own character, for Christ's sake?
If people are going to prison, will they do it?
Please. Don't forget that law of a thing.
Oh God.
Let me even say this. Black Panther, you live in Texas. I live in Texas. You are in the Dallas Fort area. The mayor of Dallas was in Democrat before, right? And he went to Republican, right? So what can you say about that?
What reason did he give?
What reason?
Yes.
You see, what did he give?
What reason? He gave a reason. I must know the reason.
What is the reason?
See, let me tell you something that you don't really understand. I think you are misunderstanding the whole thing. Alabo has come now.
He doesn't misunderstand anything.
He lacks character.
Let me tell you one thing. In America now, if I'm elected as a senator, I'm elected as senator, and all the things requirement, I have everything that I would do. The people cannot, the Senate itself cannot fight against, they cannot group up to fight against me when I bring forward any article or bill to the House. I cannot be suppressed because the law will suppress them, not to oppress me. But in Nigeria, it's the king that oppresses everyone in the Senate. That is the law. There in America, you behave normal because if you are abnormal, you go to jail. If you embarrass any girl, you go to jail. You take money, you go to jail.
So that means Nigeria politicians, they are different human beings. They are different human rights.
They are not different human beings. It's just the law.
Let's just move on. Let's.
He must not run from America. Why you run from America?
Mr. Najawosh, I know you misunderstand me. What I'm talking about, our law we help to shape
you and Black Panther at all. I know misunderstand. No.
I know our law will shape the way we behave. The
outside
country where we stay, the civilized
you see why I say, I just told you
that is stronger than the people. That is why all of us are behaving the way we are behaving.
You are not forcing your misunderstanding on me now. You see that they cut my skin.
No, you know they force them now. You see they talk what they talk now.
I can never misunderstand you because you are still repeating yourself. Law does not have anything to do with somebody that have integrity. Please.
The law support.
The law will support you now.
The people you think they have integrity, the law also support them. If there is rule of law, some of us will begin to do things in the right way.
Simple.
And you think those people have integrity.
Tell me, you want to tell me, Mr. Alabo, that somebody that have never stole money before and they lock you in one room full of money because you now know, but there's no camera there. Because let's assume the camera, the CCTV camera is the law. There's no CCTV camera there. Because there's no CCTV camera, you now steal some bundles of that money. Just because there was, then tomorrow now you now be blaming the CCTV camera.
No,
there not be that way. They explain that now.
No, that is why they say the misunderstanding. Naija Watch, go and bring the Prime Minister of UK to Nigeria. He will be corrupt.
Simple.
We are not the system to work.
It will be corrupt too.
We're not the system to work.
I disagree.
Okay, now give you an example.
What
give you an example. What happened?
Make I give you plenty examples. Who they help us, they do the corruption. Who they help us, they aid the corruption. The illegal oil they are stealing. Who is helping us? Are they not the same people? What do they have in the Europe? What are they surviving? Is it not from the Africa?
Mr. Alabo, thank you. It's okay. Let me speak, please. Thank you. You see, we are not going anywhere because some of us that is calling for Nigeria to be better, we are still part of the problem. I will continue to say this all the time. And whenever I say this, I will offend some of you. The biggest problem we have on this platform today is Mr. Alabo and Black Panther. Do you know why? They are justifying. Oh, John, please, you don't need to unmute. Let me speak. Your unmuting is disrupting my flow. We cannot be justifying Satanism because our law is rubbish. I was discussing with some people a couple of days ago, some of my friends. We're talking about how girls are not selling themselves in Nigeria. In the midst of girls still selling themselves, in the midst of hardship right now in Nigeria, we still have well-brought-up girls till tomorrow that regardless of the kind of car you will drive to try to stop them, they will not look at you twice. So are you going to tell me, now law, we have people today, I can make reference to somebody who fined $12,000 in the Monitala Mohammed Airport, a cleaner. And he found that money alone. And he went to report and give that money back. But nobody was watching him. We also have another woman who found another money, I can't remember amount, but dollars. Nobody was watching her. She returned that money. So you are telling me our law, just imagine, one of you said just now that if we bring the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom to Nigeria, it will be corrupt. I disagree in totality. I personally, I can never, ever be corrupt, no matter the position we hold in this country. This is who I am. Since I grew up to know what is happening in life, this is who I am. It can never change. I was offered a G-Wagon on this platform. A G-Wagon worth over 120 million naira on this platform for somebody that will lobby to become a governor of a state. I don't want to mention, but some of you already know. I refused it, which I know many people on social media today will never refuse. But don't forget that the conversation that I had with that person was private between me and the person. I can collect the car and I will come here to tell you guys that, oh, let her speak. Let him speak. Let him speak. Or, as I said, I want to be alone. I don't want any panelists on this platform. You guys will be complaining on the comment section and say, it doesn't matter. I just want to interview him alone. But I refused because nobody hold me on my throat. I was over 60 million naira here recently to work for one of the satanic parties that are labeled as satanic. I refused. I have proofs for all this thing. And some of you know. 60 million. But by God's grace, in the midst of all these things, refusing all of them, God continued to bless me. That's why I kept telling people, I am a living witness to everybody that you can be successful in life without not engaging in any kind of criminality or Satanism. I bet you I'm a living witness. I remember when I was in the city of Bristol, I used to have some friends who were stealing. I've said this story so many times on this platform, who were stealing people's credit card to buy lots of laptops and ship this laptop to Nigeria to a computer village. Sometimes they will sell this laptop for them for more than 30 million, 40 million naira. They were making dream money. But United Kingdom government traced them for more than a year and captured them. One of the two, a wife give birth inside prison. For UK, they don't release and they let her bond that pikin for inside prison. The pikin grow 3 years there. They can later reduce our sentence, but the man completed 14 years. After that, the new law in the UK is that anybody caught with criminality, you'll be deported back home. For those of you that live in the United Kingdom, you know what I'm talking about. But what I'm trying to say here, one of these two of my friends laughed at me when I was going to school at that time. What you they do for school? If you don't go school finish, you can't work for me. At the end of the day, you go school, you not go school, you are not going anywhere. You don't see money, where would they make? I said, for me, I'm happy. I was schooling, the same time I was working. I've told you guys so many times, if you have anything against me and you don't come out to talk about it, God will punish you on earth and in heaven. I've said this so many times. I know who I am. I can never be set up. I don't give people lift with my car. If I travel from UK to Nigeria, I know they carry anything, go give your family member. If you travel from UK to Nigeria, I know go send you message me, go give anybody. You don't even know me. I don't club, I don't drink alcohol, I don't smoke. I'm trying to let you know that you can be who you are without not telling us that the system might change you. Our system to change you. If you bring Prime Minister to Nigeria, he will still be corrupt. What a statement. That means you are automatically telling us tomorrow now that if given opportunity to Mr. Alabo and Black Panther to become a senator in this country, they will be corrupt. So prospectively, my people, if these two come out, make una not vote them. Because they don't tell you and say the system must make them corrupt. No matter what. This is the same Alabo that have left a very important video so many times on this platform, how the electoral system can be changed. You are telling me that these people, we shouldn't blame them, we should blame the law. Which law? You are who you are, not law. Which law? You get more blessings in your life for the things you do when nobody was watching you. Not when people, they watch you, but they pretend. They come from outside, you sound your horn. Your wife hear your car say you don't come. She begin by the child, they arrange everything. Whereas she's a dirty woman. Must you hear the sound of my horn before you start to clean the house? Must visitors let you know that we are coming to visit you next Saturday before you start doing general cleaning in the house? Come on, guys, come on. How can we generalize?
Can I object you?
Hold on, sir.
No, I can't hold on. I can't allow you to land.
Go ahead.
You see, let us be very, very, let us open the books very well. You see, I told you one certain time, I said, when you are the one handling it, you must let us exalt ourselves when we are talking on some kind of issues. Now, you have placed us in front already. You have already given us a position, and you now did what? You now did character assassination, inclusive.
No, wait till I talk.
That's what you did now, because I am not a politician.
No, say you will be corrupt.
I am not a politician. I don't want to become your president. Neither I want to become your senator.
You say that if anybody that come into
I am talking from the point of analyzing the Nigerian system to the people that want to become.
It's the same thing we are saying.
It is not the same thing. You are positioning me as a senator now.
No.
It's wrong. That's not how to explain things.
Hold on now. If you and Alabo said, if the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom is brought to Nigeria today, the Prime Minister will be corrupt. That means if Black Panther become a senator today, Black Panther will be corrupt.
No. Let me tell you, no. Let me tell you, it's no. The Prime Minister of UK is a politician. Black Panther is not a politician.
What does politician
They are
got to do with
different things.
A human being?
They are different things. No. Mr. Naija Watch. If you want to say that, they said an environment changes the character of a human being. Now you are telling me that, and you are telling the world now, you are changing that narrative that environment does not change the character of a human being. That is what you are telling us.
No, yes, he cannot change me.
Do you see? You cannot. You are talking in a singular position. If you are talking to the people, you must have what is called statistics to verify your point. You must bring statistics. One person good cannot qualify 100 people bad.
It's just like, listen, my brother. It's just like somebody telling you that you've never smoked before. They will not say because of the kind of friends you are moving with, you might likely end up smoking. The day you will start smoking, now your mind, not be your friends, change you. For me, I grew up with most of friends who smoke and drink, and I never put it in my mind one day. So that might say person they change person. I don't believe on it. I don't.
Mr. Naija Watch, let me give you
my own. It is you now. You won out of a million.
The same way you yourself still want a million.
Na lie. No act like that. That is human behavior.
Mr. Naija Watch, give me opportunity to ask you this question. You know who your parents are. I know who my parents are. I know the family I came from. I know the upbringing I have. Do you think all Nigeria will behave like you? But in a society where rule of law is working, it helps to shape some of us. I am not saying if we put media will be do. I know who I am. Is everybody like that? We're all moving into a civilized area.
Okay, let me ask you and Black Panther a question. Maybe this one will be the best way to ask this question. You know, how come Peter Obi is not corrupted today then? I think let's do it because Peter Obi is a politician.
You just asked the right question now.
I just said something for you. The background of Peter Obi.
Let her ask the question. Let her ask the question.
The same thing with other Nigerians. Do you know the importance of parents and upbringing? Having somebody a moral upbringing that family bring you.
So why did you not say? Why did you not say if we bring the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom to Nigeria, it will be corrupt?
It will be because of our system. It will.
And that means the system is supposed to corrupt.
That does not mean me.
How come Peter Obi is not corrupt?
It's an analogy.
Naija was wait now. Let them talk. We will talk on this.
Allow me to finish. I am just giving you. I'm making an instance for you. Because if you think, I'm just use that Prime Minister to give you an example. If you think all of us who are in UK now, maybe we are obeying the traffic law, we are doing that. There are some people who will go back to Nigeria, still carry that same life. Does it mean the law in the UK, because of people respect institutions, is not shaping some people? It's doing, but everybody, all Nigerians cannot be the same, Mr. Naija Watch. But the law will help us to build a better institution, have a better system. If it's working, Mr. Naija Watch, that guy will not resign. He will not leave Labour Party to another place. He will resign because he knows if he cross carpet, he's going to lose the seat. But because the law is not working.
Naija was ask your question, Peter Obi finish.
I ask you question, Black Panther. I want you to answer it.
Yes.
How come Peter Obi not corrupt then, please?
Okay. Look, Naija was in every 100 people, there are what we call exceptionals. And in statistics, you cannot use that one as a point to take convince in a public discussion about human character. Human character is, we have a lot of negative, but when you have a system that can correct it, it will always cushion the negativity in us and make us straight, and it will become perfected, and the ability to go on the negativity, the law will bring us back. That is what. But we have exceptional kind of people. That is why you have, like Washington in America, there was corruption, a lot of corruption in America. But these people see they were just 1 in a million that came out that I am ready to go down because of this cause of the country to change it. That is you can place Peter Obi in that position out of 1 million. But that one, you can hardly find it. It's so difficult, but it can come. So you cannot use Peter Obi now to say every Nigerians, 40 Nigerians go be like Peter Obi. It's not possible. There are exceptionals. You have to take statistics of Nigeria, and when you are taking statistics, you have about 45%, then you have a strong stand to speak on the issue. That yes, 45% of Nigeria cannot do it because I'm taking my statistics. But the system we have on ground now, they will, if you go in, you will get corrupted.
That comment, honestly, with all due respect, sir, Mr. Elvis, that comment should be taken and thrown into the can. Honestly.
Let me say this, as far as I'm concerned, my people, for now, Black Panther and Alabo, in case they want contest, they need to come beg us first. They cannot be trusted, though. They said they will be corrupt if they become a senator. I
don't think contest for this type of Nigeria now. I don't think contest for this type of Nigeria now.
I will do much better.
I'll rather fight for the system to change than to come and contest to correct system.
And Black Panther, they said the system will corrupt them. Now so I just come here.
Niger Watch.
I interviewed him. Now,
Niger Watch. My group name. May I tell you one thing? My group name for school was called Soweto. We did not participate. We don't get into politics, but we went there to change.
The system we
change it
now. The system we corrupt Soweto.
That's why we did not go into politics, but we go in as an active, positive group to change the system, and we did it. We removed the VC of a school. We removed the VC.
Soweto will decamp to APC. So no, Soweto will decamp. Hey God.
We were not political group now. We are just an activist group to change the system, and we change it. On the course of changing it, we remove the vice chancellor of a university that called Anogonima. We remove him.
All right.
We remove him because of corruption.
If we vote for you now, you will go to APC. The system will push you to go.
I don't feel participate in this system now.
Mr. Edix.
You are my brother Alabo now too.
Alabo, they don't turn us to senator.
No, we are not going to contest for where I do.
Naja watch know me. You know I know if you do the kind thing.
Mr. Edix, let me say something.
Talk to us.
I greet you. I greet Ona. I beg, Miss Service, first of all, good afternoon. No mind them. No mind Black Panther. Don't mind the Alabo. Don't mind them. Two of them.
I go drag them,
Yeah, don't mind them. What I want to say is, if is the law that will be the thing that will make you act in a certain way, right? If is the law, based on what they are saying, that is the only thing that will force you, that will coerce you, that will make you behave in the right way. Imagine when the law is not there, that means your character should be questioned. Because
did you hear my explanation?
Hold on, sir.
Did you listen to me when I was speaking?
Now I'm just throwing light generally. I get the explanation. You understand? So the thing here is, let he who knows how to do good without the law. That's the point I'm trying to say. You know what is right. Just do it accordingly. You know the meaning of righteousness. Did it have to do with law? You know now you're a man of God now, right?
No bring Bible here. Bible no they work for here.
Now, righteousness
it does with law. The
righteousness is derived from right. Righteousness is derived from acting right. Doing right.
Hold on. Let me take some calls because a couple of people are calling in. Let me take some calls quickly. Mr. Oduwa, I guess you're one calling in. Okay, Mr. Oduwa, you don't come panel. Okay, they call you back. You don't call tire. Mr. Oduwa, you don't come more than 78 times. You can't say, okay, me
Mr. Oduwa, I'm not a senator.
No, Black Panther not let us pick your call. He say if he becomes senator tomorrow that he will be corrupt. So make we know now.
They don't give me senatorial position
they don't give you Black Panther. They don't give you. I'm aware of what you said, and I will
repeat. You, my brother.
Wait, I will still repeat this thing. I will repeat this thing. Did you know why? Because they said by their fruit we shall know them.
Yes.
The time I were asking of Obi Lasme factory, you told me that I should go and buy 40%, they become my own. Automatically, the mindset of people is what make law. It is not law that make himself. So that thing you said that time, it is the same thing you repeat now. You said if the person of America came to Nigeria, he will corrupt. It is not the system that corrupts you. It is because you are corrupt. You allow the system to grow.
Please, did you listen to me very well?
Sir, you and Mr. Alabo said it.
I said every human being has enough negativity, more than 60% inside of him.
We are not capitalizing on that.
It is only the law that shapes you, even in tradition. It's there now.
No, I know what you talk. You said we shouldn't blame them, we should blame the system. And you both of you now said if the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom come here, will still be corrupt. That means Black Panther want to contest tomorrow.
No, did you not hear my explanation? My second explanation.
Black Panther, you say you are not a politician. You are not a politician. Now. That's good. But can you really define politics for us? It's showing good judgment, having good behavior. So everyone has a way of playing politics in his life. So you did not engage in a party doesn't make you not to play politics. The truth is your behavior of reality.
Why is Chore not a president today?
Yes, because the people doesn't like his way of
that politics. Is the law. That is the law.
No, it is not the law.
The people are the law.
Oh,
they make the law.
Black Panther, you said the law is what shaping us.
Yes.
Yes. So it is people that make law. Law did not make himself.
And the people are the law. According to explanation.
And people are the ones who change the law. So if you go into any system, it is law that was made down before you. If you go into that system and you see that law is not working to what you need, what did you need to do? You rebel against that law. It's just
no. Every human being will take advantage of the law.
No, you don't take advantage. You don't take advantage. If you have good mind towards them, that is why
nothing like good mind.
Wait, Black Panther, wait. In Nigeria, they say if you cannot beat them, you join them. Did you know what I always said? If you cannot beat them, go away from them. Don't join them.
Because that's the position I'm taking.
No.
God will bless you. If you cannot
that's the position I'm taking. I don't want to join them because of that narratives.
No, you
I'm ready to be a pressure group than to be a politician in Nigeria.
No. You say Prime Minister of UK go join them. That's what you talk.
If Prime Minister of UK come Nigeria, he go join them.
That is, you can't be there, you join them. No.
No. I am not a politician.
No, wait. Nah, we know you are not a politician. Don't worry.
You said, so don't talk on the position that I am a politician.
Wait,
Let's move on.
If you say if the Prime Minister of UK come and you see that this thing it cannot be them, it will go away from them. That shows a person that have a good character, that have integrity, and that want to see something good happening.
Okay,
when you decide to keep your mouth silent in the midst of oppression, automatically you have the mind to oppress people.
Okay, you will give a submission letter. Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you. So that we can round up on time. I would like to quickly take the article that I have on the screen. As you can see right, the 2027 polls I'm ready to work with Peter Obi. Governor Mohammed declares for Peter Obi already. Peter Obi is doing underground movement right now. We are not sure the party where Peter Obi want to join, but information reaching me already that in the next 3-4 weeks, Peter Obi will declare his party. So I don't know the sanctity of that information, but we'll take it from there. You know, ahead of the 2027 general polls, Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed has declared support for Peter Obi of the Labour Party. Mohammed, who received this, the 2023 LP presidential candidate at the government house on Thursday, said he was ready to work with Obi. The closed-door meeting, which lasted for more than 1 hour at the Ramad House in Bauchi, was followed by a press briefing. So we don't know what they discuss, so you know, but according to the governor, in talking here, I look for a quote. My we take that one so that we can move on. Okay, I find the quote here. As a person, I'm ready to work with Peter Obi and make sure we come together, close rank, and bring good governance to the country. We will provide a vibrant opposition with knowledge, timelines, and vision in a way that will help rescue and recover our country from the mediocre who are parading themselves as leaders. The time has come when we must step out and do things with fidelity, sincerity, and focus, Mohammed said. Then it went on. Our coming together is a message, and I believe the message will resonate because all our colleagues, the governors, are behind this kind of journey. It is a transcendental one, and I want to say that we are very grateful to Governor Obi for coming here today. We will take it up and move it forward in a way that going forward, you will see more of this joint effort between us, Governor Obi, and the PDP governors, and the PDP as a party. So does it mean that Peter Obi is moving to PDP? But let's take Peter Obi's quote quickly. Obi explained that the purpose of his visit was to engage in the discussions on national issues, consult with the governor, and explore ways to collectively address the country's challenges. He also emphasized that this dialogue would be an ongoing collaboration. Unquote. I came here basically to discuss our dear country, to consult being the chair of the PDP Governor Forum and a critical figure in Nigeria's politics today, Obi said. Then he went on. Given what our country is going through, I felt it was necessary to come and discuss the future of our dear country with him. So it is just a consultation and discussion meeting that will continue as we talk about the future of this country. He said that Nigerians are aware of the current state of affairs in the country and that these issues must be discussed, particularly the challenges facing northern Nigeria. Unquote on that. The North is a critical component if we are going to get it right in this country, Obi said. He emphasized that issues of poverty must be addressed and that North must invest significantly in agriculture. He also urged that the country should focus on critical issues of national importance rather than engaging in trivial matters. So my people, and so they talk and reach. So I thought I should bring that one to your screen so that we can take it from there. That's all I have for you guys today. So I'm just going to move on straight now to the panelists so that we can talk and go. Everybody now, we've talked in the freelance scenes, but now we're going to talk with 8 minutes. So all on the panel should please utilize your minutes appropriately. And God bless our people. For those of you just joining us right there, and God bless you now. Thank you very much for your time with us. I appreciate you all. Do your part, press on the like button, help us to share. I'd like to call out the first person on the panel today. If you are available, give us a mandate. Your 8 minutes starts now.
Go to the next person. I'll come after them, please.
If you come back again, you will get 4 minutes. That's the new law of this.
You play.
I know the play. Is the law. Is the law. You know, I be one my sit or say if you want contest for senator tomorrow.
For Black Panther. Okay.
My lord.
Alabo and Black Panther now don't go write their date for down. Let's say they come back me. Okay, Black Panther, my brother, talk to me. You have your 8 minutes.
Okay, Nigeria, you are the Senate president too. Because you are giving people position now.
That the second Akpabio will be that.
Everybody get name for Nigeria.
No, me want suspend Alabo now for 6 months. Without 6 months.
My name, me I come to call him Maswena.
So you they don't already suspend you. You are suspended.
Okay, I be Natasha, brother.
Exactly, you are suspended. You have to go to UN.
Okay, thank you, my brother. It's a nice discussion. I think we have to put human history and our historical antecedent into the matter. So, and we have to separate it. The home, bringing up a home and joining an environment that is different from what is obtainable at home. But the home builds you up in terms of character, and you transform into another environment. Your ability to replicate what you have learned in your home now it's subject to what we will investigate when you get to another environment. That is what is happening. But before I go further, I will say thank you, everybody, the listeners. I want to thank you. Most especially, I want to thank our mommy in diaspora. May God bless you, man. More grace to you in Jesus' mighty name. And I want to also thank everybody listening to you. I want to say here today, I'm not a politician. I have been in the society of being a pressure group from my secondary school to the university level. I've been that. They made a lot of offers. I've not been able to, I can't do it, because if I do it, many things will change that I don't like, and nobody will like me. But when the history will talk about me when I've moved out of that environment, because I stand for what I believe in, and I believe that every human being comes into an environment to make a change. And when you don't have the ability to change your environment, then you are worthless. And that's why we say all these politicians, they are worthless. Because they cannot change anything in their environment. There is no need for us to have them there. And why they are being worthless, they even add more injury to everything. The system we are running is already corrupt. And when you bring a corrupt system, you can bring anybody. If you put the 12 disciples of Jesus Christ in that corrupt system, they will be corrupt. That is what we are talking about. And when you are placing the statistics out there, you have to take your statistics. You have to tell us the amount of people that are negative and the amount of people that are positive. Then you use that to judge, to make your conclusion. Then people will understand where you are coming from. It's true. Where you are coming from, if people will understand it. Now, let's talk about what is going on in the Nigerian space today. Like I said, there are exceptionals, human beings. And not everybody can be like that exceptional human being. Like when we are in a class, there are genius. You cannot walk your way to become a genius. It's not possible. You cannot walk your way to become a genius. It is something given to certain people. It's not, God is not biased. It is what it is. Moses was not the best. He was a stammerer, but he was stationed and brought out from multitude of people that have different character. He lived in a corrupt place, but he was an exceptional human being. God chose him and tutored him in the wilderness for how many years? When God saw that he was ready, then God brought him to the people and he started doing the works of God. There are exceptional people among multitude. That is what I'm saying. If you are a politician, you cannot say because my home is politics, I apply politics. That does not make me a politician. That does not make me a politician. Because I don't love to be. Because I know the environment that is there. I don't want to be found wanting because I have been brought up in a society where I have not been found wanting in character and in learning. I know where I'm going to. I'd rather be a pressure group member than be a politician that is corrupted, and in a system that is corrupted, he's ready to go there to do what? Let us know that in everything, foundation matters. When you want to build your home, you must do a strong, according to your foundation, we tell how long your house will stand. That is the premises which I stand in Nigerian space. If that house foundation is not well, it will fall. And Nigeria foundation is not well, it is going to crumble until we stand our ground to change it. It's going to crumble. There's no ideology you can bring into it that will make it to work. We have been preaching it. Our people that handed over this idea to us, they are gone. They preach it until they get into the 6 feet. May their soul rest in peace. That is the same thing we are doing here. That is why Shore cannot be president. That is why Obi probably cannot be president. But he's paving a way to tell us a message that our system is wrong. He himself knows it. He knows the kind of pressure he gets. Everybody have alienated him. Nobody wants to get close to him. He said it. That is people that are exceptional, even though the whole world does not get too close to them. But what God has mandated them to do, whether to pave a way or to stand there to change the system, it must be, and it will be actualized. That is it. It is God that made it so. It is not me, Black Panther. And it is where I learned it from. I did not make it my own. I did not do it on my own. I learned it for people that stood their ground, and they are smiling in their grave because I'm putting that flag high there. Because of them, they taught me. That is why I'm putting it up there. I came in, they taught me well. They taught many of us, but many have fallen by the wayside. In this dispensation, many have fallen by the wayside. If people are complaining that this man we used to know that is upright, he has subsided because he knows that the system, he goes in there, he's not equipped enough. He's not equipped enough to change it. Look at Obi. When that comrade custom, he will stand his ground. Look at our brother, the one that wrote the book. He stands his ground. There are exceptional people, Gani Fahimi, who can be like Gani Fahimi. Who can? None among us. Let us be truthful. They are chosen ones. And those chosen ones will make a replica of themselves. That is what they've made us. We are still learning from the message they brought, they kept in our heart. We are still learning. But we need to change the system if we want anything to work right in Nigeria. But if we believe that you have the best character in the world, and you believe you get there, you win. I will put my money to make sure you get there. I will make my resources available for you to make sure you get there. And prove to me if you can change it. The question now is that, why is it that everybody, the good, the bad, or ugly, have gotten there? Still, they have not changed. Are you telling me that all Nigerians are the same thing? No. You cannot say that. We have a lot of politicians that Awolowo was there. Awolowo was there. He was doing it, but he acted like a godfather to his brother. His brother said no. He not from alliance with the North. Not that Awolowo was not right. He made things for good for his people, but he has to nurture people to become like him. But in this world we have now, we say he is like a godfather. But he was not. He was chosen. That is why he could not be the president of Nigeria. Neither could he be the prime minister. Because those people, until his death, he stood his ground. They are exceptional. Look at his children. Have they been able to replicate what Awolowo has done? No. No. That's what I'm saying. And today, Obi preparing ground to move. We have seen the sign. We have seen the sign. Let it prove to us if he will go the way, if we will move to a party that have destroyed Nigeria. Let us see the sign. I've seen the sign. I know where it's moving, but he has to prove it to me. If he will go, if we disobey that sign that he gave to us. Because I know Obi, the best place is going is SDP. The best place to go is SDP. I will tell you why. Forget about Erufai. Let us calm down. Let us look at all the political groups that we have. Then let us think. Let us not just jump. Because even our tradition, that history has shown that our tradition carved us very well, nurture us. It was a law. We could not deviate because everybody come from different home, but our tradition made us to be straightened. The same thing with the law of the land, the constitution will make your democracy be straightened. If and only if you have men that love the land, you have men that love the land. Like we do love our country, Nigeria. If we are seated down to make laws for Nigeria, I believe the foundation of that country will be solid on the ground, stronger than a diamond that no man can break. But today, what do we have? We have been preaching it. We will not stop preaching it, that our foundation is dirty. Our foundation is corrupt. If you bring the Prime Minister of England in that foundation, he will be corrupt. He will be corrupt. Because even his own road is even longer than mine. Because he don't even know the system better than me. That refuse to be an active group that will fight against the system. But he has a position, he will go into the system and get himself corrupt. It happened to the United States Senator. When he got mingle, he just had a mingle with the system, Nigerian system. What happened? He was corrupted. And what happened? He went to jail. There are several examples. Every human being born of a woman has that character of taking advantage of every situation. It's either it's positive or negative. But people disprove it. It cannot be disproved. What is happening in the United States today? The man is taking advantage of the system. It's using what is called the weakest part of democracy. That is, you sign a law that is not appropriated by the House, by the people. You sign it authoritatively, and it's not working. That's the weakest part of a government. And I have to tell everybody, my people, let us get ourselves ready. Let us stand our ground that we need to change the system that comprises the electoral law and every other thing that will make our democracy stronger than the diamond. And if not, we should go our separate way. I don't owe anybody apology. Thank you, Mr. Najawaj.
All right. Okay, dokie. Thank you very much, Black Panther. I appreciate you, my brother. Thanks for your submission. I would just like us to move on now. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Talk to us.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate the time and everything that we're doing here. All protocols are duly observed. Thank you very much. Well, Nigerians, I think we should probably just come to realize that with all that we've said today and then heard from ourselves today, is there anything that we should even be fighting for at all? Because what I hear the first speaker say is, and I'm not yet probably, I mean, that's your opinion, but I'm just using your own word to probably use your word against your word against you. See, there is nothing you can say with the issue of what has played out earlier today. You cannot justify it. You can never justify it. Politics is not a career. It's not a career. You choose to want to go into it.
Mr. Najawaj.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you. I think give us a mandate. Like network don't know can come out.
Not be only him, the thing affected me as well. I think okay, he's back. He's on the backstage. Give us a mandate. Your network is bad. I cannot even bring you in. I can't bring you in because. Okay, can you speak now? You muted yourself.
Yeah, sorry, I think it was the network. Sorry about that.
Okay, go
Can
ahead.
you hear me? Yeah, so like I was saying, so even in we are all political animals, whether you believe it or not. Even in your house, you play politics. But what we are saying here is that your character is what will define you. Your character will define you. You are saying that these people they move around because there's no law. You don't have to have a law for you to do what is right. Law is meant for the people. There are people that they live their life. They are just moral human beings. And you saying that if they bring the apostle of Jesus into the Nigerian system, they'll be corrupt. No. The world was a corrupt system. It takes 12 men, the 12 apostles, to turn the world off, downside up. So let's not bring all of those rhetoric into the disciple of Jesus, saying that if they bring them here to be corrupt. No. You speak for yourself. You speak for yourself. And so what we are saying here is not to criticize anybody. What we are saying is about character. It's like this. There are things that you told some of us in secret that when people hear it in the media, they open their mouth, they won't be able to close it. That a man can be given this humongous amount of money and you decline it. In fact, some of us will hear it and your mind will think, oh God, what's going on? But that's who you are. I wish that we are perfect. No. But your character defines you. Your character. These guys lack character. Yeah, Saint Peter Obi is 1 in a million. There are genius. You can walk your way. Okay, so why do you go to school and then you write for Wike and then sometimes people fail and they went again, they pass for Wike. Then you say people cannot walk their way to genius. In fact, I just hear some statement. I was just wondering. You can't walk your way to knowing book and becoming a genius. Come on, my brother. There is no way we can characterize this. This is evil. It is evil. It's like saying that our children, when we train them from home, when they go to school, they have their choice, of course. But as a parent, will you be happy? Is that what you train them when they deviate from your character? Yoruba say, "Ile Latin question rode." Ile ati Latin question rode. From house, you will learn character, and then you show it outside here. These guys are only evil. That person didn't just have that intention that he was going to move from Labour to another party. He had it before now. Did they tell you how to eat? It is either I do it or I don't do. Mr. Odua, God bless you. And that's why we always look for you. If you cannot join them, you go away, walk away. Walk away. And you say that if they bring the Prime Minister of England, you be corrupt. You are indicting him. You don't know him. You don't know who he is. You don't know him, so don't speak for him. Don't speak for him. Let's talk about ourselves. Obviously, Kwesili didn't join them. Didn't join them. These are characters in Nigeria. So not only Peter Obi, Aisha didn't join them. Jennifer didn't join them. Mr. Elvis Oniedigi did not join them. So my brother, these guys are evil. It's not about the law. It is what they want to do. And so Nigerians, let's rise up. Let's stand tall. We are not all perfect, but we can choose to be different. We have a character. Let that character guide you and lead you to do what is right. And saying bringing the 12 disciples of Jesus said, no, they will change Nigeria. God was Saul. He met Jesus and he was transformed. He wrote more than half of the Bible. So I was saying that if you bring Paul, no, Paul will not be corrupt. Paul will change Nigeria. Peter will change Nigeria. Andrew will change Nigeria. So let's keep ourselves. Mr. Elvis, thank you very much, sir. But for the want of time, I appreciate you, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother. Give us a mandate. I appreciate you. Thanks for your submission. Let's hear from Mr. Alabo. Mr. Alabo, please talk to us. Your 8 minutes starts now. Good evening to you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Najawash. Let me just stand on the existing protocol. Good evening, Nigerians. Give us a mandate. I think you misunderstood, which I was still telling Mr. Najawash, you misunderstand us. That is the problem we are having. We are not saying characters is not important. Character is key. And I put example for you. And you've talked about home. Upbringing is important. Is it everybody that have the same upbringing that some of us have that will make you to go outside and know that you will do the right thing? I can stand on my own to talk about myself when he talk about the integrity. Nigeria Watch can talk about himself. Is everyone in Nigeria? Do they have such privilege? Do they have such character? No. The Apostle Paul you give example about, was he not a corrupt man before he was convicted by the law? It's the power that owed him and he was convicted, begin to do the way, following the law of Jesus Christ. So when we are talking as if the law does not matter, it's my area of concern. Everybody cannot be.
The law did not combat Paul. The law did not combat Paul. Jesus Christ met Paul on his way to Damascus. The law did not combat Paul. It wasn't the law. The power of the Spirit combat Paul. Thank you, sir.
Mandate, let them talk now. You don't talk your own.
When you were talking, I no interrupt you, my brother. So allow me to talk. If you don't understand Bible, read. But we are not coming here to talk religion. Jesus is for Jesus. Is it not law? Which law did Paul use? So why are we talking? Is it not the character of Jesus that he follows? Is that not the law? So please, when we want to see something, we should just not talk as if the law is not important. What guided Paul? What guided him to do these things he was doing? Is it not the principles? So law is key. Someone who is not behaving well, then we want a better Nigeria. We need to make our institutions stronger so that those people, it's the same narrative since you're talking about Paul. Paul said going to a shrine to eat food is not a sin. But if you are standing there to eat, someone who does not have faith coming to see you will say, hey, pastor, they eat, so it will, and it will affect that person. Because of the understanding of that person, it's not like you. So I on the sharpen iron. If somebody now will be seeing Mr. Najawa, will say, I wish to be like Najawa. Go there. So they are learning from there. That is how we are building a better society. Then the law will be helping to shape some of us, people who are not strong enough. That is the area of concern for me. I'm raising to say, yes, we need to make our institution. Not somebody who will come and pretend to say this. Then when they get there, the institution, because it's not working, they take advantage and begin to do things in the right way. Because they are not like you, and everyone cannot be like you. But in one way or the other, we want people to do things in a right way for us to have a better country. But everybody cannot be Nigeria Watch. Everybody cannot be Peter Obi. But if at least everyone try in a little way, then the law support us. That fear of the institution will help us. We will have the Nigeria we want, not a situation. Look at my state today. Nyesom Wike holding a meeting yesterday, doing a press conference, telling people that the governor of Bayelsa State, which I have told you guys before, the governor of Bayelsa State came to kneel down and begged him to support him. Is it not because of our institution? Who is Nyesom Wike? Is it from Bayelsa State? What influence, if not for a corrupt system, because we don't have a better electoral system? That is the thing we are saying. If we have a better system working, our institution is stronger. This thing will not be happening. That is why someone will not see anybody who wants to win election have to travel to Abuja to meet Nyesom Wike to win election. Is it the way we want to fix our country? If we don't change those things, so we must make our institutions stronger. That even people who are corrupt will not have a way to change our institution, to change our laws, to change things.
things will begin to go in the right way. A civil servant who is corrupt will not have opportunity to do those corrupt practices because the law and the institution is stronger than them. That is the thing which me I am passionate about, to see my Nigeria, my country working. And the only way for our country to work properly, our law and our institution must work effectively without the influence of any person manipulating the system. My state is burning today. My state, a lot of things is going on in River State. Thank you, Mr. Naija Watch, for showcasing them. We have seen how Wike is bragging, saying he wants them to impeach the governor. A man has become a god, see himself as a god, because the president of the state is not saying anything regarding him. It's only emphasizing on the governor. Yes, I don't blame him. Governor is the number one citizen for River State. The state is under his hand. He has the responsibility to ensure peace. Whichever way he can make his step and the approach he will use, he can do that to ensure peace in River State. But should we allow people like Nyesom Wike to continue this way in Nigeria, that he can sit down and begin to insult everybody, insult the whole Niger Delta? I am an Ijaw man. In the Nigeria today, the number 4th largest ethnic nationality is Ijaw. I don't know if anybody should correct me. Anybody should correct me if I'm making a mistake. This man will come to insult our elders, insult our father. In River State, the Ijaw ethnic nationality occupy not less than 13 local government out of 23 local government. You call the same people minority. What kind of human being is that somebody will not come to say, we need peace in the state? Please, allow this person to continue. We know we are not there when you people had your agreement. We don't know what agreement you had with the Fubara. Today he is the governor. You forced them on us, the River State, even when we did not answer. We wanted a peaceful process of election. But you cause a lot of problem, write result and do anything. That is why he's opening his mouth saying he bought form for everyone. The question I'm asking is, I have not gotten an answer. I have wrote a direct message to him to tell Rivers people if the money he bought the form is his personal money or Rivers State resources money, that is resources that he used to sponsor the whole election. He has not answered me to today. If anybody knows him, he should send this message to him and ask him, let him tell Nigeria. Anytime he's doing his press conference, you say, I single-handedly, I sponsored them, I bought form for everybody. I made you a governor. Whose resources did he use? All the campaigns and the forms he bought, whose resources did Nyesom Wike use? So why can't he allow the state to be in peace? He's seeing himself as a god over River State. He wants River State to burn. And he's saying anything he will do to the governor, they should do it, that heaven will not fall down. Mr. Wike, your own heaven might fall down, but the River State, nothing will happen to River State. I'm using this opportunity to appeal to my Rivers people not to follow them. Their children are abroad. Their children are not there. They will not come to follow you to do anything. But don't die in their war. Mind your ways and don't listen to anything. No matter how they are inciting the public, don't listen to them. Thank you, Mr. Najawash.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Alabo. Yeah, I like the fact that you said don't die in their war. You know, unfortunately, they are still using some youth to fight for their selfish interests. Very sad. You know, but in the next couple of days, Fubara could be impeached. You know, make una stay tuned. Yeah, the way they go, so let's say they want to move on. Meanwhile, let's move on. Let's hear from White Panther. Thank you, my brother, for joining us today. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us. Okay, you're not available. Abdul Malik, please talk to us, sir. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Nigeria Watch.
Good evening, sir. Thank you very much
for
joining.
Good evening, the panel. Good evening, Nigerian. What you guys are saying, let me just contribute. I'm waiting for my time to contribute on the issue. You see, it's like you guys are saying the same similar something. Black Panther is right. You know why? The law is straighten the system of the country. It make the system work. Just an example, you said that people come to request something for you, right? They want to give you G1 code, right? If you take a look now, you reject it. How many people can reject that? It's only few. You talk for yourself. That is the reason why you reject it. But if you see other, they cannot reject. Just example, you make an example before last time. You say now how many people are using their platform to talk about the betterment of Nigeria, which is their few, because they are all bought. You understand? That is the corruption. That is the system we are still talking about. If the law is working now, like they put a law, something like law, that if you do something, something, then this law will bite on you. They will not do that. Just as example, this senator that is facing trial, convicted in UK, you see, because the UK law is working, if it is Nigeria, it can never be convicted because he has money to buy himself over. You see the difference? If it's in because Nigeria, the law is not working. If it's in Nigeria, it can never be convicted because it can use money to buy himself over. He can bribe the judge and others. He will not go to prison. But in UK, you cannot do that because the law is working. The law straightens the system of the country. It make you have fear in mind, like you want to do something stupid. It will make you have fear. You cannot do it because if you do it, the law will bind on you. You must face the trial. That is it. The law is everything in the country. Without the law, the system cannot work. It cannot work. You say the right thing. Even Blank Panther said the right thing because Blank Panther is talking about the system of the Nigeria because of the law. If the law is working, just like those people that are stealing money now, they will not do it because they will have fear in mind. If I stole money, okay, so law will bind on me, right? They will not do it anymore. Just because the law is not working, that's why they continue stealing money. Yes, that is just it. The law straighten the system of the country. Without the law, there is no country. You can do anything stupid and get away of it. That is just it. Yeah, the Nigeria today, that is what we are facing now. Look at what is happening in Rivers State. A whole number one man in the state is coming to us of half of assembly, right? You will not tell me that governor he did not inform them that is coming, but then lock him outside. They don't allow him to access to the place. If the country that has law, it will not happen that way. It cannot happen. No matter what, because you have a freedom of speech. It cannot happen. Just because those acts of prayer, they are conspired. There is somewhere, there is power behind that's telling them what to do. That is the problem we have in the country. The law is just rubbish. There is nothing is working because there is no law on ground. Law is very important in the country, just like in an advanced country. That you cannot start fighting or start beating somebody because the law will bite on you. But in Nigeria, you can do it. Yeah, that is what we are saying. George, you are talking, Mr. Nigeria, you are talking about yourself. The law, it corrupt people. The system corrupt people too. Even though when you are clean, just like those House of Assembly, right? How many of them rejected the SUV that they bought for? That many of them rejected it? No one. Is it not one that we say? One of the northerner, right? But other they accept the car. Because now it's like they are abducted to the system. They are corrupt because of the system. But minority, which is majority win the vote. That is just it. The law is the one that make the country work. Without the law, we don't have country. It's the burden of the country. It's the foundation of the country, which is law. Without that, there is nothing work in the country. You see, Nigeria, I don't really know this Natasha issue. They are quoting law about Natasha, disobey the law, do this. Okay, what did they do for her? They are the one that started it, right? When this woman have access to talk, want to talk, they will not allow her to talk. Are they not the one that first break the law? Why can't they allow her to talk? That one is a number one offense. They break the law first. Because this man, if you want to talk, they have the mind. If this woman want to talk, they have the mind. They don't allow her have access to talk. They don't know what they are doing. Even the sexual harassment, they have never talked about it. No investigation, nothing. They are just quoting about law, what the law that the woman prayed, this and this. This is what we are still talking because the law is not working. How can you that accuser, he give the judgment or he give the suspension judgment? How can that happen in a normal country? It can never happen because the law, this is the same thing we are talking about the law. The system is just rubbish unless number one man will change the country, which is, we don't know how we find that number one man. It's only that is where the system will start working. Without that, there is nothing will work. We continue beating around the bush. Look at what is happening in Rivers State. Even when those state election till today, they never talk anything about those state election. And the case in tribunal, right? I heard that on the 10th, right? They will give the judgment. On the 10th, today is which date? Everything you just see, I don't really understand what they are doing in that country. They are playing, they are not yet serious. It's only way youth need to know what to do and make the country come up again. Without that, there is nothing like. Thank you, Mr. Naija.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your submission. Let's hear from Mr. Odua. Mr. Odua, thank you so for your time with us. Please talk to us, your 8 ministers now.
Thank you, Mr. Naija Wash. Good evening. Yes, good evening, everyone in the panel. Good evening, Mom in Diaspora, the commenters, listeners, and viewers. I greet everybody. Well, I thank you all. Everybody are right. Whether it's up or it's down, we are all right. No one is left. I baffle or surprise amazed to hear that there is no law in the country. It is the law, the system. I wondered, is it no law maker you people call them? What are they doing? Are they not making law? Now, let me ask a question. According to what they call law, they said 20% in Abuja. Was it not a law? A law does not make himself. And a law did not work without people who make it, did not put it to practice. Not that there is no law, but the people who make the law or who the law was given did not put it to practice. So when people say it is system, what is system? It is things that is existing. And if there is no people, something like that will not exist. If 500 Nigerians stand, 400 are shouting, this thing is an oppression, this thing is an oppression. Did you know the reason that the 400 Nigerians are shouting? It is not them who has that opportunity to oppress. It might be the real genuine person who look at an oppression. It is only 2 among that 400. So that is the problem we have in Nigeria. That is oppression. We cannot take this. No. If he entered there, he continued. He said, now, let's say it is the system that you people are talking about, the system, the law, this is not. No. They said police is your friend. That is Nigeria. Then the same police is what manhandle you on the road, manhandle you anywhere, and they say they are your friend. The Europe here, they did not say police is your friend, but if they stop you, they will salute you before they will ask for your document, your particulars, your driving license. But Nigeria own, we give you a slap. And even if you give him that driving license or particulars, instead of him to look it and give it to you, he will put it in your pocket. Is that your friend? So, not that the law is not there. The people did not put it to practice. So that is what we are saying. It is because the Nigerians, majority of Nigerians, are evil in their hearts, but in their mouth they will speak as if they are sugar and honey. But in their heart, they are worse than bitter leaf. They are worse than a mocha, known as agbo. So that is the thing we are facing in the country. You might join any party, you might join any movement. Doesn't really mean that if they give you opportunity, you will not do worst. Tinubu today, they said we are more people who were fighting for democracy. But when they came into position, do they really give people democracy? Did he not collect Lagos to become his own property?
Fake.
So when people say we joined this group, we joined that group, we are talking or here, we are talking. No, let's just give this person his chance in his own office. Go to his office and see if it is time to chop. If it is not dragging table for his friend that he has not yet come. This my friend, I put bag here. Just like the way my brother said the other day that when they put the chair because they keep it for person. No. The truth is our mindset. Now, this is what we are saying. People say law. Is it not the law they said Natasha break? That they are fighting it? Because Natasha know that that law is not good. It's not favorable to people. It's bad. That is why Natasha is fighting against that law. And that is what Nigerians are supposed to be talking. That this law that we are under is not good. So let us go there and fight it. But when you go there, you join the law and you said it is because of the system. No, it is because we are looking for a way to enter there to go and collect your own. Not because you know that that law was not good, you want to go and change it. Because if you go there to change it, I think we are saying nobody talked for Natasha, nobody said Natasha, because the rest people are benefiting. So they just want him to remain that way. And that is where, if we say it is the system, if that there is no the law, if the people have a good intention, when they go there, they will not be jumping from APC to PDP, PDP to APC, PDP, APC to PDP. They will have not be jumping that way. You will remain in one so that you can fight for the good things that wish enable you to go there. So we should understand those things, that the people doesn't have good intentions. Even though they are singing, they are singing like Sikbogo that eat plantain the money. But their heart is not like that. So that is one thing. That is why you now hear it is politics, it is politician. It is no. It is because that person has dirty heart. So if they that talk English says, show me your friend and I will tell who you are. So Nigerians believe on self-aggrandizement. They are so greedy that only me want to acquire everywhere. And that is why Nigeria will not want to use the money to do anything for his place. He will tell you it is the duty of a government. Who is government? Is the government coming from another land? Is it not in your own land? That is why you will say, if I have money, I can. They will say, no, they will not allow you to do it. Who will not allow you to do it? Have you tried it and they did not allow you? And you gather the people and see if they did not allow you? No, because we have that wicked mind already. We have the greediness, say we cannot. That is why Nigeria, one person want to build an entire community, want to build the entire local government. Is it not greediness? Because we have wicked mind. That is the reason. Until we change, there is no law that can. They say bail is free. Is it not law that bail is free? But if you have ever go to Nigeria police station and they give you bail free, no. It is because the people don't put those things into practice. So when you now have a good intention, begin to fight and fight and fight. We are saying Peter Obi. Yes, Peter Obi. More other people that have good intention. Also, what else? They also there. Because so what have never joined them. And there are people who have never joined them. So for me, it is not law, but it is the people. Because it is the people that make the law. It is the people that are supposed to obey the law. It is the people that are supposed to make the law work. And when the law is not good, it is the people that change it. So, but because we are not care, that is why they will tell you 1999 amended. What do they amend? Well, how benefit is it? Have they ever read what they amend and how it's going to benefit Nigeria for us? No. They call themselves lawmaker. And the system, the paper they give to them, is it no paper? Is it no person who write the paper? Did the paper write himself? Or the country just grow up and see that paper? No. It is people that write the paper. It is the people that need to change the paper and say, no, this thing is no longer working like this for us. We can no longer follow it. But because those people that go there did not go there because they want to go and change the paper. They just go there because they want to go and look for their own stomach infrastructure, as you people might call it. And that is why things are not going well for us. Like the other one who said Bala will work with Peter Obi. We cannot say whether they will work with Peter Obi, they will not work with Peter Obi, until then, because those that say talk is cheap, but to do the do is what is really difficult. Let us hope, let us see who we want to work with Peter Obi, or if they will not want to. Some volunteer to work with Wike, collected money, and also at the end of the time, they dump Wike. So we cannot predict who is unpredictable until that time come. And if Peter Obi move now, it is better because there's still a time for him to do so. Oh, thank you, Mr. Nayawo. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. Mr. Oduwa, thank you, sir. God bless you. I appreciate you. I would like us to move on now. I guess everyone on the panel have given you a submission today. Let's have our final submission now so we can round up. We're already over 3 hours. I'll come back to you. Give us a mandate again. Give us a mandate. Please talk to us. Your 2 minutes final submission if you are there. You are not there.
Well, thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes,
can you
go
hear
ahead,
me?
sir.
Thank you very much. I mean, all well said today. And thank you for looking for that lady in her eyes that you replayed that video. That lady spoke wonderfully well. And I think that should be brought out. Well, all I can say about Rivers State is the fact that, to what was said earlier, well, if the people of Rivers State want to allow Wike to continue to hold the state at ransom, they can allow him. But if not, they know what to do to put Wike where he belongs. Because one man cannot determine the course of a state. So whatever they want to do with him, they know. But all I can say is they know what to do to put Wike where he belongs. Because Wike should not determine the course of that state. He should not. And so what is happening today, and then you see them allowing him do what he's doing, is because they know what he did for them during the election. Wike literally changed the intentions of the river people for this person in power today. And that's why I always say what Dr. CM say when it comes to the law. He said, if you know you cannot abide by the law that you give, I said, why make the law? Why make the law? The law was made out of our own good character and good conscience. The law that we are talking about today, it was out of morals. So law don't just fall by itself. It takes men of character, men of integrity, men of competence to make a law to govern a country. So character, sacrosanct. Integrity, sacrosanct. Thank you very much, sir. Have a blessed.
All right. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, sir. Black Panther, if you are there, my brother, talk to us. 2 minutes.
And Najawa, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. 2 minutes, sir.
I thank you for what you are doing. And I want to say here to everybody, the supremacy of the law override character. So if you can bring a book that said against what I've just spoken, bring the book, let's challenge it. The supremacy of the law override any character, because your character is subject to the law. Because every character can be changed. The law can change your character because you are not a perfect human being. You have negativity and positivity inside of you. Therefore, you are subject to the supremacy of the law. And the law will make you upright because you are not perfect. The law makes you upright. So I will go to Wike issue. You see, it is the people of Rivers State are weak. That is why Wike is perpetrating himself. They can only back, but they're weak. Let me take, for instance, you see our president, the way it is. If you put Wike in Lagos State, and Wike is in Lagos State, where our president is not a president, but is in Lagos State, and Wike is doing all this, Wike would have been taken care of for long time ago. Long time ago. I know that man. I know our president. He would have taken care of him long time ago. He will not even get to this extent. No matter whether he's close to the president, he, Tinubu that I know, would have taken care of him. He won't be able to talk. That is why I say, in my conclusion, anybody that knows Tinubu very well, we concur to what I just said. The people of Rivers State are weak, like the people of Edo State were weak. That is what I can say. Because one man cannot override the supremacy of the people, of the multitude of people, great people in Rivers State and in Edo State. And we allow it to flow. And we are there talking blah blah. I said it yesterday. I said it yesterday. Only that I am a pressure group. But with my eye of wisdom, okay, if I am the governor, Wike, I'm taking care of him for long. All this one, the Tornado talk story, I would have taken care of him. Get some men you put in your government. You put some people in the government for strategic purposes. Wike will not do what he's doing today. Even the president will tell him, Wike, Sopeda, I don't want this in your state because of what? Because of my ambition. But because they are weak, he has subdued them. He has also subdued the press. He's taking them as kids, kindergarten kids. Don't you see how they were looking at him? They couldn't ask any question because they have been subdued by this law that cannot bite corrupt people. Neither can they even touch corrupt people. When we talk about the law, your law that you have today, it's not made by you and I. It was made by a group of people to subject you to who you are today. The law opens a door. He does not close that door. That is what you have in Nigeria. But the law of other nations open this door for you to enter. It will not open the other door because that door is subject to replication by the people. But Nigeria, that second door is not subject to you and I. The supremacy of the law override the character of every human being because we have negative and positivity inside of us. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, my brother. Black Panther, I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Okay, let's hear from Mr. Alabo. Mr. Alabo, your 2 minutes, sir.
Yeah, it's a direct message to Mr. President. He has chosen Wike over the Rivers people. But we are waiting for him. We will know if Wike is more important than the people of Rivers State to him. I know he rigged the election for him, he rewrite the result for him. But does he think it's going to be the same way? 2027 is still far. However, Black Panther, let me correct you, please. Rivers people are not weak. If Rivers people are weak, Wike would have taken over Rivers State long time ago. So Rivers people are not weak. They are strong people. Most people are keeping quiet, are following the way of peace and not the way of violence. I want to give you one example. Do you know how much it cost my state to build the assemblies complex that was damaged by the governor and other people say they want to renovate it? That people went to bomb because of this crisis. Then the governor went to pull it down. They want to renovate it. Do you know how much it cost Rivers to people to build that place? Today, if they want to reconstruct that place, do you know how much it's going to cost? Those are things we are looking at.
It's not about those things. So we don't want any damages. We don't want to do, because it's the people of Rivers State that are suffering. Wike today is drowning. Wike is drowning. That is why you see Wike, just Wike from this crisis starting, Wike has divided. It's the first time I'm seeing in Ijo we have two IYC presidents because of Wike. We have two Ijo, even the one that managed by the elders is being divided today because of Wike. Wike have extended it to Ohaneze because of
He's
Wike.
acting like his leader in the presidency.
Wike now has divided Ohaneze and Igbo. Has two presidents. Who is sponsoring it? The same Wike. He wants to cover everywhere. He wants to cover everywhere. This is the person we are seeing. He's done and he wants to collapse everything that is happening. Collapse everything just to capture to himself. And it's not possible. Things does not work this way. I will use this opportunity. Mr. Najawash, thank you. My Rivers people, please. Would you continue? The governor of the state continue the side of peace. Follow the side of peace. Continue the preaching for the peace. We need peace in Rivers State. But as it stands, we are not going to give up. We will take back our state. And God bless everyone.
Mr. Alabo, the truth of the matter, if we want to be honest to ourselves, because you are sending a direct message to the president saying that, yes, he cannot take Wike over the people of Rivers State, blah, 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 he ring election for him and all that. Listen, my dear brother, if they decide to do it overnight today and impeach Fubara, nothing will happen. I'm telling you, nothing will happen. Nigerians are...
Everybody they will just clap and enter house, my bro.
I'm telling you, people, you shout for the next 70.
Mr. Najawash,
my brother, I talk and say they're not free 2023 election. What do we do to
what happened to Ambody? What happened to Ambody?
My brother,
Rivers State is not Lagos. They don't go fit to.
Forget that thing.
Forget that. Rivers State is one of the most highly
was not
corrupt states.
impeached, but rejected. So there's difference between impeached and rejected. Ambode was not impeached.
Okay. Who was behind it?
Rejected. No, hold on, beg. Let's correct this thing. What do you mean by rejected? Rejected from where?
By APC. They did not give him this thing. What do they call? So
returning
that is
to return as a governor.
Yes, they did not give it ticket. Yes.
So is it not the same people, the human being that took that decision to say you can never come for the second term?
But that one is not impeached now. So we should say the way it comes.
We are not talking about impeached. We are talking about the superiority, satanic superiority that these people have been portraying. Simple.
Thank you, sir.
If he happened to you, they put you for prison, they buy you, they cut your leg. All of them are still the same people doing it. Doesn't have to be impeached. Now we're talking about impeachment here. We are saying the same people that have been taking decisions of the country since Nigeria was created. We do this thing and nothing will happen. Simple.
Nothing will happen. You know, we can make a phone call say. You know, we can when they make phone call say, he go deal with the electoral officer, he go fire him. You know, that for you.
I say they go even beat and say they go slap him, boza, nothing will happen.
Nothing will happen.
Niger watch. Niger watch.
Mr. Elvis, Obaseki go for. Obaseki go where they can't vote. They lock Obaseki for outside. They can't vote.
They put for chair, make it a type in phone. They put for chair.
They blow on phone. You can't. Forget that thing, my brother.
They don't only lock him. Do you know where they lock him? They lock him for passage.
They got a blow on phone. Obaseki, sit down there. Boy, sit down there. They got a blow on phone.
Those is different issue from Rivers State.
You disagree with
Rivers
me,
State case is a different thing entirely.
Where you are coming from.
How is it different? How is it different? Make it make sense. How is it different?
Can you give me 1 second to explain them the difference, please, sir? See,
a lot of people disagree with me during the time of 2023. So now see where we did. Let me round up. I beg.
Just give
Go
me
ahead.
1 second to explain to
30
them the
seconds now.
differences.
Go ahead. 30 seconds. Let them
Okay.
talk.
Thank you. See, the difference in Rivers State is that the fight for Wike is a fight against the Ijaw ethnic nationality. This comprises even from Akwa Ibom, from Abia State, Bayelsa, Ondo State, even in Ijaw in a Lagos State and Edo State, Delta State. This is so it's not just Rivers State fight. So it's the whole Ijaw nation that is telling president, no, this cannot happen. So that is a different thing I want you to understand. The case of the River State is different. If from since they for don't push Fubara come out.
Make I ask you, wetin happen when they turn Ijaw nation, that's Bayelsa, when they turn the electoral election around, when they give am to that person, wetin happen? They fight.
All right, let me move on. Thank you. All this argument when they argue. So Oga Alabo, don't worry.
Nothing go happen.
Hold on now. You know, see me they talk just now.
Oh, na network, sorry.
Oga Alabo, don't worry. Some people will disagree with me for 2023 when I talk and say go ring election. Many of them not they join this platform again. Some of the shame not let them come again because they know so go ask the question. So I hope say once they don't beat to na where, you know, you go still join here, come accept say UBT say. And I tell you say these people the way that they treat us, they go treat you anyhow.
Naija watch. Make you come and say those people how they beat up wekere.
My brother, in fact, when I don't
know the Lagos. I don't know the Lagos. They beat us like tomorrow no day.
I said they go even remove Fubara. They put have a table. They'll use K, better Koboko.
Naija watch, it no go work. Now me and you did this platform now. It no go work.
Okay. Oga Labo, whenever you walk, we go tell you how it work. Don't worry. We'll continue.
We don't want them to even happen. See, make I tell you something. We don't want them to even happen. If it happen, I don't want you to pray for that country to happen for Rivers State. No. That is why we are even saying not to happen before it even happen.
Okay. Oga Alabo, to be honest, if you ask me, I don't want it to happen. You understand? For me, I don't want, but if it happen, I go remind you. Simple as ABCD, no problem. No, I agree to you. Let's hear from Mr. Abdul Malik. Your 2 minutes.
Yeah, good evening once again, Mr. Evis. You see, the current government we have in Nigeria, they are just like military. They are morphing. They are just behaving like military people. They just put on morphing, you understand? They are the way they are behaving is not, this is not democracy. You know what is happening in Rivers State is that it's like, you know, Wike is a Ikure man. He believes Ikure, they are the owner of the Rivers State because they are the majority. If you take a look, since 1999, they are the one ruling Rivers State. It's only this time now. It's German, right?
Sorry for interrupting you, sir. Ikwere are not the majority in Rivers State. Please check your history very well, sir.
Which people I live there, which people are majority?
It's the Ijaw that is majority. Ikwere, how many local government are Ikwere in Rivers State?
No, it's Ikure people.
Which Ikwere people who are you talking about?
Wait. Ikure, that you know the major Potako, like my one, my two, all those.
Mr. Malik, are you from
a local government now?
Oga Abdul Malik, don't use this minister to argue with somebody who come from the state.
Okay, it's true. It's true. But I live there. I know what I'm saying. Okay, no worry, Mr. Alabo. We'll talk that one later. You see, Nigeria we are living today, it's just like people are suppressing people because of their power. What I'm trying to tell you is that Ikure people, they believe they are the owner of Port Harcourt. Because if you take a look, since 1999, they are the one that are ruling, they are the one that be governor. If you should go there, you will know what I'm telling you. Because I experienced many things in that place. I stayed there for 6 years. I know everything about them. You see, Nigeria is just like those people, they are disguised. They are military people. We have law, but we don't enforce the law. That is the problem we have. There is not that there is no law. They make the law, but they don't enforce the law, so they don't make the law work. That is the problem we have. Now you say that they cannot impeach this man, right? They can do it, but even though they do it, nobody will come out. That is the problem. Even the majority, the people that supposed to voice out, they will enter house. That is the problem we have, even though they impeach him. But we don't pray for that. But nobody will come out. That is the problem. Everybody is fearing, scaring. How are we going to get it right? Look at what they are doing to him now. It's not normal something. For how many days you don't have access to House of Assembly, right? But it's not normal. Number one man in the country. Do you think that one is normal? That one to show you that they will impeach him.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nigeria Watch.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very
Nigeria
much.
Watch, have you respond to Adumali? Make you no mislead the people online here, please.
But you already correct already now.
If he still insists now, they say live since 1990, or he's saying something that is wrong.
Oh yeah, quick talker now.
Mr. Adumali, please. Right from time, do you know DTSP? Do you know other judge? Equator people did not near power. Equator people started power, will delay hand over power, give them. Nobody know Equator people, apart from Port Harcourt, when you're talking, it's all of us that are living in Port Harcourt. So Ijo alone have how many local government in River State? Over 13 local government. Equator is Obiakpo, which is mixed with other people. Then Equator local government. And Emowa. These are the three major local governments. The chair are denying that they are not equal. If you add the chair, that is just for local government. You are calling them majority. For where? So please don't mislead people. And your people have been the one ruling River State. Now them hand over, tell Odili, make it become governor. After Odili come hand over, give Amechi. Before you to Wike contact.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Mr. Oduwa, please, your 2 minutes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Nigeria Watch, because I did not really the wiki but just because what people are saying. Well, I know that as far as all these satanic people are the one who is holding the positions, so they can do whatever they like to do with the power. Since if the judge cannot go to market and go and look for evidence, so what are we going to talk about? Or when they interpret that Abuja is not a state of its own, but when they were writing law that 25% is must. So that is why I said it is not law that is not there, but it is the people who don't want to make the country work. And that is why if there is any law that is not favorable, it is the people that are supposed to resist and say this law must be changed. But because we did not have the people who really want to go and govern, because there is difference between there are people who are willing to govern and there are people who know that it's good to govern, but they are not willing to govern. So that is the problem we have. Those people that are going for politics, they will say they have good intention before they go there. No, they did not have good intention. Their just intention was their mouth, not in their heart. So let nobody pick those who go there and join the criminal group that is leading Nigeria and say it is the system that changing. No, that person has that wicked man already. He was just looking for opportunity for him to go and grab his own piece of cake. So that is what I have to tell everybody. That is my advice to all that are thinking, no, it is the system that changed them. No, it is not the system that changed them. It is them that want to work with the system so that Nigeria will remain the way it is. Because if they want Nigeria to good, they will begin to change the system. That is the purpose of you going there, to go and change the system, because you know that this thing is not good already. Then you enter. Then when you enter, you say it's because it's not good, so let us just leave it like that. No, it is because you yourself were among wicked one who want that thing to be that way. Because if not, you keep on shouting. If Nigeria can be doing comparison of other country, and we had this year, when it is bad, when you want to favor only them, they will compare another country. But when you want to favor the entire Nigeria, they will not compare another country. So people should begin to understand and said, those people that are going there doesn't have good intention for Nigerians. So that is my advice. Thank you, Mr. Nigeria. Thank you.
Mr. Najawo, please give me
All right.
10 seconds, please.
Thank you. Yeah, go ahead quickly.
Please, there is something Alabo say about me. Alabo, please, I'm not misleading people. I'm telling you what I know. See, let me tell you. When other judge was something, well, let me tell you, since 1999, after Odile was Ikwere, after Odile was Amechi, Amechi is Ikwere, and Wike is Ikwere. I'm not telling you what I don't know. I'm telling you that Ikwere, they believe they are the owner of Port Harcourt. Since 1999, Amechi...
Odili is not an Ikwere man.
It's Ikwere man. Odile is Ikwere man.
Adumale, you cannot be arguing with person who come from that place. Please.
You don't understand Adumaliko, to be honest. You argue somebody that came from... Are you from River State? If you were there before, you were tenants.
It's just like when Godfather would say, don't...
I don't understand. You said you were there before, you were tenants.
Man. No be
I not talk on that day. When I say make I not tribalize them.
All right.
I not talk on.
Mr. Everty, hello, Black Panther. Go ahead, Mr. Everty. Good evening to you. You have 2 minutes.
Okay, I'll utilize it. Good evening, everyone, the panelists and the people watching, the viewers. Good evening to you. Mr. Natasha, quickly, I have an advice to use Wike. It is very shameful that other regions are working hard to establish their region, to develop their region, to make peace, to make it habitable for the people there. But our own region, we are fighting ourselves, destroying our place, making it difficult for people to stay. My advice to Wike is, no matter how he allows himself to be used to destroy River State, one day they will relegate him. He should go and write it down. One day he will be relegated and be forgotten. There are people whom have, in time past, allowed themselves to be used against their people, and at the end, they are nowhere to be found. In fact, those ones, they are begging to be seen again, but no way for them. These people they are serving, they know that they are all Igbos. They know that they are from Southeast. No matter who come out and claim that it's not an Igbo or it's not from Southeast, they all know they classify us one. So no matter how you give them yourself, they will definitely see you as one and they will treat you as one. So my own take here is he should allow peace to reign and work towards harmonizing things between him and the governor.
Thank you.
And make the place a good place for us to stay.
Thank you.
Finally, if not because it's working, if not because it's working for Tinubu, I don't think he can put such a threat to the governor. Thank you so much, and go.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay, some of the people that called me, I tried returning calls. Some of them are not available anymore. So yes, every one of the panel have given their submission. We've come to the end of this broadcast. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Thank you very much for your time with us. Almost 4 hours. We need to round up right now. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Fingers crossed by 7 p.m. so that we can continue from where we stopped. It was a wonderful deliberation today by my brother Black Panther. Give us a mandate. Alabo, White Panther, Abdul Malik, Mr. Odowa. God bless you all, my wonderful people. I appreciate you all the time. Put your voices out there to see how Nigeria can be better in our time. We're just doing our part. Thank you so much, my people. If you are listening to us right now, you have not yet subscribed to Nigeria's platform, please subscribe to us so that you can join us like this on our live deliberation, or you will be notified anytime we upload a video. And for those of you listening to us right now, also please do your part by pressing on the like before you go. If possible, copy the link and take with you to your house. And God have a blessing on my people. Thank you so much once again. I appreciate Mother Stella Imasevedo, for the support earlier on. God bless you, man. Appreciate you always. My people in the comment section, Mother for Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy, for all that you do. I appreciate you always. Thank you, Mother Iris Finance. I can see you right there. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Abu Azi. God bless you, sir. I appreciate you always. Thank you very much, Gio Deborah. Appreciate you, Stella Masevedo, once again. Clifford Ozebo, thank you very much. Beck, Mark, I can see you. Mike Akambari, thank you, my people. Peggy Modi, thank you, my wonderful people, and God will bless you. Royal Light, I can see you as well. Info, thank you, and many others. We've come to the end of the broadcast. Let me see you guys again. Fingers crossed. Tomorrow by 7 p.m. we'll continue from where we stop. My people, yeah, that will join the curtain. Take care, my people, and good night, and bye for now.